I updated both iPads. I updated YouTube. There shouldn't be any glitches. No scratching, no glitching. Now Google is asking people to do it every week. I just did this. Updated apps last week. How is it? How's the sound? Oh. This is Ezra Lip. Thank you to the almost 700 that watched my last live. Oh, let's see what this is. No. Hi, greetings from Circuit. Hello. Hi, you two. How's the sound? It shouldn't be crackling or glitching. Oh, it's hot. Oh my God, it was over 80 today. I have my window closed. Oh, this is too slow. Good grief. Schools. Help. Oh, sun up. So my window has to stay closed. I'll have a lot of children playing in the background and yelling, screaming, playing. Okay, what the heck is this? Luna Mysteriosa. Apocalyptic Echoes. Well, thanks so much. Oh my God. So under genre or mood, now I can't remember. Oh, mood. I typed in dark, but I'm trying to find upbeat. How's the sound? Tell me if it's glitching or if my mouth is matching the words. Hi, Jeremy Johnson. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, ask it before I start dancing. What's the question? Oh, God. What's the question? The heck is this? This is Cosmic Nightmare. That's what Team Rose and I have been going through. I used to have a leather jacket. It was actually more on the suede side, and it had fringe from the 80s. That my boyfriend that robbed the bank and got 39 years, yeah, he bought that jacket for me in Burlington, Vermont. It probably got lost in all my moving. What on earth? This was called Alien or Cake. Oh my God, McDonald's fired me. You're so funny. Haven't seen you in a few days. January. But that's okay. You know, I mean, shoot. Rohit Ron, I love you, baby. Thanks, you guys. Hit the like for me if you love me so much. Oh, this Alien or Cake. Landline. La Babu Vashaya. La Balu Vashaya. Can we dance? Yeah, I gotta find a song. And this ain't it. Come on already. This is Jimena Contreras. But you know, okay, I like this one. Phew. How's the sound? I updated my apps. Tell me, am I glitching? Scratching? Is it crackling? Please tell me. I'm in Washington State, but I am not from here. 3 years McDonald's fired me? Wow. Well, for me, I got back together with my boyfriend of 8 years, and we split up for 3 because it's a long story. But anyway, I just, you know, I don't. It's weird. Like, I don't want to be friends with benefits, and he had such a bad experience with this coworker for 3 years. He's lucky I even talked to him. No, it can't be. Cannot be crackling. It can't be. It cannot be. Hi, exposing frauds. It can't be crackling. Hello from I Love You. That's a nice avatar. Hello. Is it crackling? Is it glitchy? Please tell me it's not. It's hard to dance to this. Oh my God. What the F? Hi, Joy. Melvin, you guys, is it crackling? Oh, for God's sake. Okay, I'm going to reboot my iPad. I don't even know what that is, your average Sonic fan. You saw what? A Kirby plush? Oh, getting a low taper fade once. Oh, I don't even know what that is. Now, I think I remember the Kirby. No, wait, they were called Furby. Furby dolls. Remember those? Oh, sweet cupcakes. Thank you. Thanks, you guys. Kapil Rajora. D. Jambi. What do I think about Jesus? I believe in him. I had a burning bush moment when a German shepherd, I could hear it panting, was ready to attack me. And I said, oh God, no, in Jesus' name. And I actually pulled up that leather jacket that I was talking about in Burlington, Vermont. This was in 1994. And that's what I said, in Jesus' name, no. And I just kept walking and I kept my jacket up but I didn't feel him. And then finally, I turned around. He had his tail between his legs, walking away from me, not even running. And it was on the other side of the road, running behind some houses, so I wasn't afraid of it. And then it crossed the road and was coming after me. It's about 4:30. I had worked at a daycare center and was walking home. Wow, Lion France, the Cairo. Hi. I've had one other person in here from France. Was it you? Hi, Rand Verval Miki. Are you the one that I keep thinking, or maybe that's a different name? It's from Germany. Hello. Dig Big Beast 025. Hello. No, my name's Megan. And hello to the 16 out in the where are you? Out in the sunflower fields. I'm good. Hello from Le Havre. Did I pronounce it right? Havre? France, Havre. Sorry, autocorrect. Megan, my friend. Thank you so much. Okay, so, yeah. Is it really crackling? Like, are you guys kidding me? I updated the YouTube Live where it said take glitches out and bugs, right? Where you go, my daughter showed it to me. You go to the app store, I hit on my profile, it says update apps, I hit that, and then lo and behold, just like last week, it said, what did it say? More or something. So I hit that, this blue thing goes around, and that's how I got rid of the glitching before. I thought it was the different lights and stuff. So how do you feel about ending women's suffrage in America? Hello, Philophish. Suffrage. That doesn't mean women's suffering, does it? Or does it? I mean, I've heard the word. I should know what it means. I don't. I'm being honest. Hi, and friendship from Haifa, Israel. Thanks so much, you guys. This is so cool. Azores. My first visit, Megan. Nice to meet you. Francois is my name. Did I pronounce that? Francois? How do you pronounce your name? Well, I don't know. Fran, a C with a little comma under it thing, OIS. It's probably Francois or something. It's probably not even Francois, right? Thank you. Thank you so much. You guys are just so sweet. My friend Jenna is really going through it. Can you say I support Jenna's side to make her feel better by Cosmo Fox? Yes. Jenna, I hope you feel better. And just know it's very easy to get cyberbullied on the internet, anywhere you go, anywhere, even into game rooms. And you can be picked on and go through things, but don't ever lose hope, because I'm here to say I've been through it, on this channel, never in school, when I was younger, at any age. My children went through it. And the thing is, people lose hope. They just do. Okay, get off the internet, do what you have to do, heal yourself. Time takes care of time. Don't ever forget that. And don't ever forget this, that life is always changing and evolving. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying she's going through internet stuff. It could just be like depression, it could be whatever. But, my son has his anxiety and depression and intrusive thoughts. But boy, they're not all consuming when he's on his meds. Oh, that's so sweet. Hi, Gordo and Martin. Thank you. You're from California, I think. CA, $1. Thank you so much. Do I heart it right there? Wait. I'm trying to heart it. Fiddlesticks. I can't even heart it. Thank you so much. Well, you guys are so sweet. Am I married again? I think twice is enough. It was to the same man, once in the 80s, once in 95, once from 1986 to 88, and then again to my son's father from 1995 until 15 years later, whatever that is, 95, 2005. Is that 2015? But we were living separate before the divorce was final, a good half of that 15 years. It means stifled in various things. Yeah, that's no good at all. For women to have to be stifled, or for men, right? Depending on the country you live in and everything. And a really good friend of mine, Team Rose, go check out her channel, or Radical Rose. Please check her out. She's like my best friend. She's in the state of Maine. And she came to mind because she's all for free speech and high vibration in people. It is pronounced Francois. I can't believe I guessed that. I never took a lick of French. My daughter did. She took a year of it. But that's neat, Francois. I went out with a guy from Montreal, named Sylvain Boulien. Way back, my 20s. Greetings from Bombay, India. This is incredible. Let's go, Brandon. Dude Pilot 69. I think you've been in here before. Harley James, where are you from? I'm from Vermilion, South Dakota. I'm a Midwest girl. I grew up in Vermilion, and right on the border, or 20 minutes away, on the border of Iowa, my grandparents lived, and I was living there and visiting there a lot, because I was with my father and my sister at a young age. And that's where, I got to ride in the front of the little tractor thing that goes up like this, that my Uncle Bill would pour the corn into this, bin, and then my grandpa would let me hold the big hose, and it was heavy. He had to help me with all this, like, maple syrup kind of stuff would come out. We'd cover the corn. I mean, I was little, I was like 10. But yeah, and then first time ever having a little calf, sucking on my finger, and then being able to take the milk bottle, right, and feed the calf. That was really something. And all the other things that came with, being on a farm. They're really cool, plum trees and different things like that. But with all these tornadoes lately, I was in one in 1967. And I was just a 5-year-old little girl staying with my grandparents. And my grandpa, Robert, didn't want to alarm Elaine and didn't tell her the tornado was so close or coming or something. And he was taking the little rug off. This is the story I heard because I was asleep in bed and next to my sister, and she's a year younger, so she'd be 4. And my uncle, I think he saved my life right when the windows blew in like that, because I had just little cuts, little shards, cuts of glass on my ankles and feet. I don't think my arms or anything anywhere else, because he grabbed us like this, like we're two babies or something, and got us off the bed. He told me this story later on, when I was grown up. And we went down to the basement. Well, when the tornado hit, my grandma was closing the curtains or something, or shutting the window, something, and the whole damn window blew into her chest. And I didn't see that. That's what I heard, but it was pitch black in the basement. It sounded like a freight train, so much glass breaking. And I just had, with real china and everything, a little tea session with my sister. We had our own little play area in this off room, and you could just hear the glass, and it lifted the house, the whole 9 yards. Sucked the water out of the pond. The ducks were gone. The plum trees were gone. The top of the barn that had the corn stacked in it for the cows, the roof was off that. I saw pictures. Silos were gone. I mean, it was intense. And the cattle were blown away. And so even though I was 5, I can remember the sound and the glass breaking. I remember crying, not screaming. I remember my sister in shock. Like, she wasn't even crying. And she was a year younger. She was like just sitting there. And I remember Grandma Elaine was right across from me in some kind of chair, and she was in shock. I don't remember hearing her crying, screaming out. She was silent too. Like, they must have thought we were all going to die. I thought we were just safe in the basement and were waiting for whatever to pass, right? So anyway, the tornado made its way. You know how it can pull up one tree and the other tree right next to it is fine with the house. And now, well, after that, we had to take Grandma to the hospital. And this is Little Akron, Iowa. And they were open, the lights are on, they were still standing, thank God. And I don't know. I don't know if she got stitches. I don't know if she was in there overnight. But I know she survived. And she never talked to me. I never asked her, oh, what was that like? And honestly, like, we didn't talk a lot on the phone, but I would visit and see her at reunions, and it wasn't a topic that we discussed. Hi, Killing Time. So yeah, Killing Time, I was just talking about the tornado I was in 1967. So because of that, I can relate, right? And that guy, what's his name? Trevor Keke, or Keke. That might be how it's spelled. In, where was he? Now I don't know. Indiana or Ohio or something. I think Ohio. He literally was filming. The tornado was coming and his house swirled around him. He had debris in his hair. I mean, it wasn't fake or anything. And you see the inside of his house, and it's still light out because it was getting dark as it was about to hit. He's like, oh no, a tornado's coming, but I don't think he knew it was that close. Maybe he did. It's an utter miracle he survived. He was living there alone. Hi, 3 Dot Dave. Hello. Oh my God, it's so good to see you. How you been doing? Hi, Lonnie. Good. I mean, I'm going through it with Sierra Queen Pin Clark, but I'm starting to get kind of used to it because it's been going on since March. And let's get this straight. It's not about Jimmy and comparing notes. No, it's about something I wrote in March, trying to emulate and get her to understand, because she was crying on this live, and she said in her live, listen not get it twisted, because people want to do that. She said, maybe I should just let go and let God. And I didn't know what to write. Like, it was so intense. I'd never heard her cry before, period, much less on a live. And I said, why don't you try to let go, let God, because that's what you had stated in your live, right? I didn't want to sound condescending and right? Flippant. Oh, let go, let God, get over it, right? No. And I said, and that's what I try to do each day myself. And then I said, hugs and love you and whatever. Okay? That's where it started, just from that. And it's just evolved, and I've done lives, and I'm okay, and it's whatever. So I can't apologize and resume a friendship with someone that's that toxic. Like, it's just too much, especially for my heart. I actually had some sensitivity yesterday, twang of pain, like a twang of pain, if there is such a thing. But it didn't continue with like this. When I found out about my stress-induced heart attack last April, I say this a lot, but it felt like the corner of a brick and someone was pushing in one spot. But I wasn't screaming out. It just kept lasting for 45 minutes. I called 911, went to the hospital, boom. Yeah. And for those of you that say it's not a heart attack, the symptoms are that of a heart attack. And basically, now my heart doesn't pump as well. It doesn't. It's 48 ejection fraction instead of 75, along with my age. And the muscle gets damaged. Okay, so what part of, I even asked my Korean or Japanese, I'm not sure what he is. His name's Dr. Yi, could be Chinese. Cardiologist, the sweetest doctor I've ever come across in my life. Gentle. Do you mind if I squeeze your ankles? He's checking for fluid. He's like, is it okay if I listen to your heart? I mean, he I've never come across a doctor, like that. Usually they're gentle and they're good, like my doctors are, but they're not. It's usually like, okay, I'm going to listen to your heart now. It's not, are you okay with me doing this? And I'm not trying to be invasive. And he's just the sweetest man. And he's probably about, I don't know, early 40s or something. Anyway, I'm good. Have I drank enough fluids, though, today? No. And a Barbara, I won't say her last name, or I don't know if I can say it yet. My birthday's inching closer. I'll be 64 because I'm not ashamed or embarrassed to say it. I'm shocked I'm still alive, really. Oh my God, in 5 days. And on the 27th, and she sent me a really nice green on the bottom, not melting in, but the colors were blending into this pretty bright yellow on top with nice straws and a good firm handle. Yeah. Oh, thanks, MS0426. You're such a sweetheart. That's a really smart woman right there. She's just going to be starting a channel. Put your link in, please. I don't have any mods, and I'm on YouTube Live on my iPad, so I can't even type in comments. I could if I went to the other iPad, but I don't want to lose what I'm gonna show, because I do have tremors. I just do. Look at that. My arms are limp. It used to be only when I would extend that they were tremor. Now, even when they're limp, between getting older and going through more stresses, like losing my mom last year, February 10th, and my sister, January 15th, just 6 months ago, and cyberbullying and feeling like you have to defend yourself all the time, and taking care of a son in more ways than you guys even know, on the autism spectrum, who's 30. So, I don't know if that's more difficult than a child or not, but I have a lot on my plate. And divorce and getting weird things in the email, like, or not email, it was on my little flip phone. I mean, I said this one night, he hasn't done it now. He sent 2 fake, like cease or desist orders or something saying, don't mention my name or something. But the second one was a traffic violation. I mean, what is he, and they're being sent when he's intoxicated, because it says 3 a.m., 5 a.m., 5:50, and yeah. And so that's weird. And I used to get kind of weird emails, and him drumming and pulling up pictures and reminiscing of Okinawa. And he's never been remarried. And frankly, he hasn't even had a girlfriend since me. Like, I mean, I want him to be happy, but for what? For how he treated his son last October, and texting things, and Parker finally really saw the light. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Remember that. And that has to do with, drugs, drinking, overeating, over-sexting, not sexting, but people that are sex addicts even. I mean, whatever it is, right? Let me see if I can find a good song. Or let me see who else is here. Killing time. You know how crackly my thing was yesterday. And I went into the YouTube app and I updated it again a week later. So I'm going to have to check it every week. Am I still crackling? Because last time I did that on both of my iPads, smooth sailing. Like, I'm not kidding. So I was really hopeful and certain that I wouldn't have the glitching or the crackling. But people in chat have been saying that I have that. Is that factual? I will when closer to putting them up. Okay, wonderful. Lonnie likes me. Thank you so much. Yes, still crackling. I think it's the iPad itself, as in it's shit the mic. Well, remember when it was doing it before? I updated the apps because my daughter, she's 22, she told me to. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that. Like, do I go to the app store? And she did it really fast. I didn't even see her hit on my avatar in the corner. And I said, you gotta slow down. I'm not, technologically quick at all. Last night was better. Weird. It might be. Okay, I'm going to turn off the music iPad and you tell me if it's a teeny bit better now. Carmelo Anthony is a prison wife by now. Hi, Rob C17776. Carmelo Anthony. Oh, you're talking about Murdered. We can't say certain words on here, especially when you're monetized. I mean, I don't wish him anything bad. He's a young kid. He tried to say that, he was defending himself or something, but I guess the cameras told a different story. I didn't follow that real closely. I heard about the incident and that the other boy, who was Caucasian, right, compared to the African American high school kid, or were they college? I think they were high school, weren't they? See, I don't even know. But it's sad all the way around because, you can have, hi, Radical Rose, there's my mod, which wasn't planned. She asked me, first time she had been in my chat in 2 months, Rose? And so I modded her up when I watch back my live, and I can't even do that until it's processed through the video. See, when you're monetized, it says processing for like 3 to 6 hours, sometimes longer, depending how long the live is. And I saw her, and I gave her a wrench, and then the whole thing with Mary Jane Doe transpired. None of it was planned. You just woke up from a nap. Lucky you, and talking to your kids. Well, I don't know if you heard the live with the thing that Maria G made me, and she put that on her post. But I felt like, since I'm in a glittery red dress and a pig pen with mud, or I guess they wanted it to be shit coming out of my mouth on chroma reels, right? But that's fair game. You know, and I find it interesting that she hasn't mentioned me yet. She might be right now, but she's on to this Sherelle whatever thing, trying to act like her life is so copacetic with everyone. No, it's not. You know, and I will stop when she stops. If she continues to do things to me, I'm going to continue to defend, and then some. Because 3 months of this BS, like Radical Rose going through her BS. Yeah. Oh, by the way, listen to this part. And then I'm going to go ahead. Yes, let me play the ending and then show the video I wanted to of you. And then, no, I can't play his whole video because he brought up monetization when he saw that I was critiquing Sierra, but yet she shows my videos and every 4 seconds stops them, many of them. So I can't play her voice and defend myself? Are you kidding? So if I play that whole video, right, even though he's playing your videos, oh, not the one about you. Do you mean the one that I did last night? Oh, that little one? Is it the, no, not his video. Okay, are you talking about the queen one and the animal, we'll just say? Okay. Okay, well, she made a really kind of cool one of me just this afternoon. Hi, Mario Burgos. Yeah, I did a little bit of dancing, you guys. A little bit. It's awfully hot. And honestly, you know what I drank? And I'm supposed to have lots of fluids because, for those who don't know, I had acute kidney injury, which I didn't know, due to dehydration. So take that seriously. So now, and I haven't done it in 3 days, putting the liquid IV powders for the extra 3 times the electrolytes in your water. You should do it too, Rose. I'm not kidding, because you like your coffee, and coffee does dehydrate. You know why? I read this. There's other reasons, but also it gets the bowels moving, so you go to the bathroom more, and that's fluids out of you. Because I Googled it. So I have 1 cup of coffee a day. Yeah, well, listen to this. Okay? I have him right here at a such and such. So I'm just going to play his voice. Oh, first I'm going to... You have sleep apnea, part of why I'm so exhausted. Wow. Rose, think of it this way. He's making you popular. Yeah, I mean, he just, you know, I mean, he said it's love to Limerence. And I was like, man, I'm jotting that down, and that's going to be the name of my life. Okay? I thought you were just going to be done talking to him and everything, Rose, right? Back when he blocked you and all that. But you're processing, right? He's talking and sending emails and making videos, and you're not going over there. Thank God. Yeah. Thank you, Mario Burgess. Thank you. Yeah, this kind of look that I had before all the time, I'm just tired of it. So I'm going with the sleek look. I wonder if I turn this light on. Is this better or not? Get that checked. Rose, get that checked. I mean, I'm not trying to look. My ex, I filmed him with a little projector, in the 90s, whatever, video camera. He stopped breathing for 45 seconds straight, umpteen times. For him, it was being overweight, because when he went from 190 down to 160, he didn't snore anymore. And that's just facts. Because you get fat, and you're there too. Yeah, Matt had it awful, didn't he? I mean, he would have died. But you can die in your sleep. You cannot screw around with that. I'm so glad I don't have that. But weight gain can cause that. I don't know if it's hereditary at all. Is it crackling worse with this bright light on, you guys? Then they're getting me some kind of mouth brace thing. Oh, yeah. My son grinds his teeth now, kind of, due to his anxiety. So he bought a mouth guard thing. But then when he told his dentist about it, his dentist said, I can't remember exactly, I should have written it down, but it's not a very good idea. So, he doesn't use it anymore. CPAP is probably what you'll need. My ex's father passed away by the CPAP. They said it changed their lives. Wow. Yeah, my ex, Parker's dad, has a machine, and he's told me about it. And when he visited, and he pulled out his little cot in the living room, he was going to go to a motel, but I didn't want him to spend $100 he didn't have. And he stayed, I think he just stayed 2 days. He could have stayed 4. That was 6 years ago. We're not talking right now, as you know. And for anyone that notices, I'm missing a button right here, okay? I'm aware. I gotta find and sew it on there. Okay. The fan is off and that light's on. Is it still just as crackly and glitchy? Is it glitchy and crackly, or just glitchy, or just crackly? Start a whole new life, get a good night's sleep, have energy. Yes. Need to figure out the crackling. There's a low. Well, I thought I did, 3 Dot. I went through this for like 10 days in a row, and I thought I'm doomed. I even spent my last 12 damn bucks on Temu, and I don't even like Temu, on an $8 lamp, because somebody said in my chat, get a battery, right? A battery lamp, battery worked lamp. So they make it look like it's this big, whatever kind of swirly, whatever. And when I took it out of the box, oh my God, just crackly. When I took it out of the box, you guys, it was like that big. Couldn't believe it. But when you hit the thing 3 times, it is pretty bright. But I ended up doing 2 lives yesterday, which is a rarity for me. And the one before the one last night, where I'm defending myself against what Sierra was saying. Everything from, I get money from Rose, and this to unmod Mary Jane Doe. I mean, it's so freaking ridiculous. People running their own narratives. I mean, that's the thing about bullying on the internet. I mean, just call someone a name, then. Just call me a bitch. Okay? I used to be called, I'm going to say it, paper clip Tina, paper cut Tina, paper cunt Tina. Then it was PCT, and PCT is extreme. And for a little while, I was Brood Awakenings, right? I kind of like that. And now I'm my own name, Megan. And Megan Shenanigans goes together. Lionel, I think, reads in too much, because he said you can tell a lot. You could tell a lot in someone's name. I can't talk like him like you can, Rose. I can try, though. It's kind of fun. Not really. I just wanted something to have a rhythm, almost a rhyme. I mean, I couldn't think of anything, and that's why I chose it. Well, there used to be what was it? Sassy, classy, lassie. When I thought I would do just a dancing video type thing, and I had like 186 or something subs, and then I was told to hang on to another channel in case you lose your first one or whatever. But what I didn't like, Rose, I did not like this. This is what I mean about cyberbullying. Lionel, this isn't fun and games. In your video back in your California days, Rose, when you were sniffling, I think, he literally said on his live, did you catch it? Oh, she's doing some of that powder. Sniff, sniff, or whatever he said. I mean, first of all, I highly doubt it. And secondly, even if you were, it's no one's business. Like, it's so ridiculous. And what made me think of it is I'm always kind of rubbing my nose. Because what I've noticed is when I get warm and I can't have the window open, like right now, I might have to just open it. I don't know. Like, I'm sweltering. It feels like it's 82 in here. And that's why I'm not going to dance anymore either. And I'm going to go get my water bottle. Because I could squeeze it out into my mouth. And starting on my birthday, I'm going to use Barbara Thompson's really beautiful, whatever thing it's called, drink cup or whatever. It's just gorgeous. So sweet of her. I didn't ask her for a thing. She's just giving like that. She sent me a little turtle shirt. I think it said "Girls Like Turtles" or something, right? In my Dolly Vision days, and that was 3.5 years ago. And as we all know, Rose. Hi, Max Smith. It's what day is it? Well, it's in 5 days. What day is that? What's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? It's this Saturday. Yeah. So let me show you something really quick. Oh my God, it's hot in here. I'm literally sweating. I'm so glad you're in chat, Rose, because I wanted to show this to you last time when we were busy literally having to boot Cat in the Hat. I mean, she'll come in here again, probably as another Cat in the Hat or someone else. Yeah, so this is years ago. So remember when I opened this box on Live, Rose, and you sent me along with that big brown leather bag? I still have that. I do. That really pretty, leather tan, bronzy colored. And remember you sent me these shoes, and we thought, my tremors are bad, you guys. These are real dancing shoes, okay? And Rose is a dancer. And if you watch back about 3 lives ago, it says Team Rose dancing with her partner, meaning her dance partner. I think I said 12 years ago or 11 or something. So feel free, Radical Rose. Callie in the Hat is Martin. Oh, Cat in the Hat? Big brown leather bag. Sounds like a movie. Isn't this cool? That 3 dot is in here when you are, Team Rose? It's just like Dolly Vision days. Now look. Okay, look it. It goes. Wait, let me turn the light on. These shoes, Lionel, darling, these shoes are very intricate, don't you see? Now, this is the back of the shoe, and it goes through something here, and it goes around here, and where does it go? Oh, it angles at an angle here. And then the buckle goes into this little clasp, don't you see? Now, let's see this one. I don't know if that one I fixed. I didn't fix it. I took time to compare it, right? We thought it was broke. Look it still has this thing in it. To make it look like the other one. Now, yeah, this is how it's supposed to look. This is how you sent it to me. You've got the strap, darling, underneath the middle of the shoe, the heel here, correct? By the way, a Francois, a man from France. He's the second person, much less a man, from France that has come in to my feed. Like, I'm not kidding. And I said Francois, because what do I know? I don't know French. Francois. I said that rose to him, and then I looked at it and I said, I bet it was Francois. And don't ask me why. I've never taken French. My daughter did in high school for years. She never said Francois. So I asked him how you pronounce it. Guess what? Francois. Fransua. What if I met someone from France in real life and I said, oh, hello, Francois. What a ding-a-ling. Okay, I would sound like, so they cross, don't you see, darling? Right here, up here they cross into this sort of X kind of thing. And then they hook onto here. And they're very, very posh. And very beautiful. What did you say? Oui? So, when you and I go dancing, and we first fly to the UK, right? And shoot, she typed in chat. Last night she was talking to a Susan, and she said, did she say Essex? She said some area of England. We'll pick up Maria G, and we'll go dancing. And 3 Dot can hop on a plane and meet us in the state of Maine. See, I figured it out. So it's an X here, and it crosses here. We thought they were broke, and you were really kind of bummed. You were like, oh my gosh, those are brand new. And then Rose also sent me a little flannel keychain. Darling little thing. It's a flannel, puffy little, remember this, Rose? I'm saying all this to remind you too, because, you know, we're getting older. We're the same age. Turtle. And it's flannel. And I named it Flan. Remember that? I still have it in my, I have a huge athletic bag. I showed that the other day. It's huge and heavy of turtle stuff. I don't want to get rid of it. I mean, maybe someday, but, you know, give it to someone else that's into all that turtle, right? I mean, even my turtle slippers. All right, I'm going to now listen to this. Okay, so it's just crackly. Killing time. You heard my past video. Is it crackly like that or worse? Killing time is also an incredible supporter and friend of mine on here. Can you hear it? Oh, I'm so hot. Is it cracked? Because the video that I did defending myself wasn't too darn bad. I think it's a little worse today. Oh my gosh, Barbara Thompson. There's Barbara. Barbara's just wonderful too. You know, if I forget any other names in here, I feel really bad. I absolutely adore, shoot, what was her name? The one from Italy, my friend. Sarah. Art something. Remember her, Rose? She came up on your panel once. What, 3 years ago or something? And I adore Truth Seeker. I've known her for years. Everyone's just so nice. 3 Dot, you're hilarious, and you're a good friend. Maria G is from England. And what's interesting is when she's on panel with Maggie, the other Maggie that is the sidekick, co-host, whatever, with Leanie, they're in two different parts of England. And let's see, Maria is on the posh side. This is what they say. They told me. And Maggie is a Sprouse. She's a Sprouse. Srouse, Sprouse. And they're more, yeah. Oh, and they're hilarious. They're like, we were all up there, and I was sent these words. There's different words for like leggings, that you wouldn't even think, or underwear, or even French fries. They're just different names, right, for things. So that was really fun. I miss those times. I'm sweltering, like for real. All right, so it's just crackling. Oh, I'm going to reboot my iPad and just see if that makes a difference. Everybody stay here if you don't mind. Just a minute. I'll be resumed, darling. I'm going to turn the light off. How is it? Is it better? Sounds like there may be dust in her mic. Well, I took my, I went, blew all in it, and I even took a vacuum last time. Tried to suction. I really did. And then when I went in, and my daughter showed me, I don't know if you know this, Team Rose, you probably know. You go to the app store, you hit on your avatar in the corner, different things come up, and where it says update apps, you hit that, and I didn't know this. Okay, I will have had a channel for 3 years at the end of August. I didn't know this. And it says open, right? Because they're open. But then it says new. And if it says new, then you hit that, and it gets rid of the bugs and the crackling. And it literally says that. So I did that last time. I really did. Lo and behold, I had clear sound. Now, the other night, I think you might have been in my chat, I think, Rose. It disconnected the Wi-Fi or whatever, and then it reconnected. And when I watched back my live, it was right then. It was fine until then. So I'm like, what the heck? You know? But let me look. How is it now? Oh, wow. My Dancing Rose channel is blocked. Dancing Rose. You don't mean the DD one, do you? I sent you the link to that. Did you accidentally block that account? Who, me? No. Oh, wait. Yes. Because I didn't believe it was you. I did not believe it was you. Okay. So now I know it's you. I will go into studio. I will. And I'll unblock that. Okay? Because that's Dancing Rose 4848, correct? I use a phone to stream and watch. I get service in my phones through Spectrum. I like their service, but every phone I get sucks. Yeah, I mean, that's why I have a flip phone. I prefer it. Nice big letters. I love watching the World Cup players reviewing the U.S. Wow. Open your window. I told you it doesn't affect the... No, my window's closed. You hear the kids? Playing's one thing, but when they're screaming and playing soccer and kicking a ball, you know what I mean? I'm right, I'm close to the kids. We'll just say that. It is cutting out. Was that way back before? Okay, how is it now, though? How is it now? Oh, it's Dancing Rose 480. Yeah, okay, I'll go in. It wasn't the 4848 because that came in, and I blocked that person. It didn't even sound like how you talked. Now, if I don't have 4848 blocked, then it's got to be that one, 480. Still cutting out. So I'm talking, and then like 2 seconds, you can't hear anything. Correct? So it's glitching, but not crackling now, or is it crackling and glitching? I really want to know because I don't want to be massively disappointed when I'm done with my live. Is it glitching and crackling? Oh my god! Okay, Killing Time says both. You say just really staticky. Okay, now it might be because this is on, but I only have about 1 minute to show what Lionel says. And this isn't to hurt Lionel because I know you're talking to him still. He went over your emails. And I don't hate the man. He's quite a quirky man from Africa. I don't want him to think that I hate him. He hasn't had the easiest life. But when he says this at the end of his live, it makes everyone think you're just paranoid, Rose. Now, thank God he did say kind of quickly and slightly under his breath, but some of it's true. So I have to play this, and then I'll show some of what you're going through, and I'll just hold it so you can hear the kids, which is fine, but I'm already having a noise issue. See? Oh. Right. I'm going to stand up and hold it like this. Here we go. Done.
Antafa. Peace, shalom, salam alaikum. But paranoia is real, folks. No, it's been an act for the last 15 years. That's what they do. That's what these OG YouTube creators do. Well, not all of them, but some of them. Peace, shalom, salam alaikum, megasrifio, ichtibidich, siyabonga, rialabocha, giabonga, hambagachli, salagachli, chus, sayonara. Have a fucking fantastic day. I'm sorry the weather is not looking too.
Okay, that bothered me. That bothered me. I was like, don't minimize her possible PTSD or the fact you even say that, Rose. Don't minimize what as an older woman like myself you're going through, okay? Don't minimize the fact that you've stated on more than one live you look over your shoulder due to the stalking you have. Yeah, he thinks, but you notice how he said not all of it. Well, what's that supposed to mean? I think this is what I think he thinks, in all honesty. Oh, that's okay. I'm glad it's not like a troll trying to spell something or something. I think he believes, right, the beginning truths of reality for you in California, that your ex-husband and his new wife, because they were actually trying to take your daughter from you because you told me she couldn't have children of her own. You spent thousands to keep her. You had to go to court. I mean, that's frankly like a kidnapping. If you ask me, I know he's the father, but they were trying to get sole custody or something. It's just sick. And she was a teenager. It's not like, you know what I mean? And little girls need their mothers more than their fathers. If there's a choice, okay, I'm not saying fathers aren't needed. Don't get it twisted, people. I'm saying if there's a choice, little girls should be with their mothers. Unless, they're DRUG users and they're abusive and whatnot, right? That's my personal opinion about it. And little boys need their fathers. So anyway, I heard that and I was like, good grief. So then, as you know, Rose, she didn't want to carry the child. Interesting. Yes, it's called legal kidnapping. Oh my God, I didn't know that. I mean, I just, and didn't they have more money than you? And so, it's not like you're some billionaire. And for all I know, that was maybe why you were crying also. Because I think you mentioned it. So upset with that thing with your brother and the accountant and not getting the money you expected, but yet your other siblings did. You were just sobbing. Your eyes were so red. You had been bawling. I don't know how long before you even turned on your camera. In fact, I'm going to play that. I'm going to play that. I don't think you'll mind. But I'm going to play this other one first. Yes, in California is a daddy state. They love taking children from the mom. Wow. This state, thankfully, is the opposite. But when I had to go to court, you can get you can not petition, but put a change in if you don't like the judge. People don't know these things unless they're told. My friend Teresa went through it. Like if you have a male judge and you just want a female and you don't like, or sometimes you don't know who you're going to get. But sometimes you can ask and know ahead of time. You can put in an order for the, opposite sex or whatever. Oh my God, you had to defend yourself and become your own lawyer. See, this is what I mean. Like, don't fucking minimize her pain. This isn't jokes. This isn't fucking jokes, Sierra Queen Pin Clark. All right? I mean, I can say her name like that. She always does. I'm Sierra Queen Pin Clark. Whatever. All right. So I played that. Now I'm going to pull up. And he announced your video. Do you want me to put some tape over your name? Yeah, maybe I should. So do you want me to put tape over your name, Rose? That's what I did the other night. Let me know right here. Maine favors the mothers. Oh my God, Rose. They hired lawyers that were $650 per hour, and mine were $200 per hour. And finally, I ran out of money. Oh God, after moving all the way over to the West Coast, I find out that California favors the fathers. This is awful. Ron says OF with the question mark, and that must stand for only fans. No, heck no, and never. Is that you, Parker?
Yeah, I was wondering if I could have
All right. I got to go get my water bottle. And Barbara, since you're in chat, I'm just like, I want to save it and start using it on my birthday in 5 days. That might sound weird, but that's just what I want to do. So I'm going to go get my water bottle and I can just squirt it. You have huge cord PTSD. Well, just a few months ago. What do I mean? The name, DD, and the rest of it. I put a piece of, when I play your video, right? Proving how you were getting hacked by your ex and his wife and trying to take your daughter and all this, and the way you looked up things and you could see that people were getting into your email. You're so silly. I know.
Wait, Mom, do you have that chocolate syrup?
No, Parker, that's been gone for 2 weeks. Yes.
What the fuck?
Parker doesn't like the chocolate ice cream I got. He says it's too ordinary or plain or something. He was really funny, you guys. We went to the store. We pulled our little black canvas wagon up there, and we talked and had a nice time. And he had his shades on in the store and his hat, because of anxiety. I know. And everything was so intense, right? I have to use one of my cards for the toiletries and the food stamp card for the other. Oh, and by the way, Lionel, because I know you watch my lives because you just love my voice, darling. Not as much as Team Rose, but he said he likes my voice, and I sound like a Seattle gal. That's what he said. Like, it's so funny because I'm from the Midwest. I'm South Dakota, but they talk like my aunts on the phone, Eloise and Ilona. Oh my gosh, when I would talk to them on the phone, they sound like this. Yeah. I mean, the words, the Nordic whatever, it's slightly nasally and drawn out. They're on the phone. I want to see if I can mimic. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I would buy new laptops, try to outrun the hackers, but they eventually catch up. Yeah. And in one of the videos I played of you the other night, where you're outside, not wanting to show your surroundings, I already showed that one with the blue earrings and your really pretty hair. And, everyone was goo goo gaga over you, Rose. Oh, look at her dark hair and her red hair. Telling you. I mean, I don't know. Like when I used to have that bright orange on Dolly Vision, I mean, maybe long and feathered, it was cute, but having a little darkness does make your eyes pop more. And I just think you should go for it. I think you should go for it. Like a deep burgundy, not black, probably not chocolate cherry like this, because in all honesty, this is chocolate cherry. Sometimes he tells the truth and sometimes LOL. Oh, yeah. It was like, wow, she looked beautiful with dark hair. And then another one said, yeah, she can wear all colors. And because, all right, don't take this the wrong way, but I think blonde hair when you're getting older like that, blondish white. Okay, and I'm not saying you look like this, Rose. I'm just going to say this on this live. It makes people look not washed up. That's not the word. It makes people look what's the word? I almost prefer that dark color on me. Yeah, go for it. And you've got all this hair now. I mean, just think of the things you could do. Just think of it. But it's harder to maintain. You do well. Darling, I have to color my hair every month and a half. And really every month, but I don't. I buy that Clairol spray, dark brown, or just brown. Or when it was black blue, like 5 months ago, black. And I just go shh in that one area. It's easy peasy. Okay, so yeah. She said I bullied her for 2 years. I don't even know who she really is. Still don't. Faded out? Who faded out? Not me. Not me. Oh, faded out your hair. I thought you meant the screen went in and out. And I'm like, oh my God. But my scalp has issues, so I had to stop coloring it. You know what? I get it. I had these bumps right here about, I'd say 5 years ago. And it was so bad. It was swelling even. And I knew it was the hair color. But I didn't know something like that could happen, right? I thought maybe a little rash and it'll go away. I go to the dermatologist. He's like from Pakistan or something, real dark skin. And he goes, he looks at my neck and he literally said it kind of like this. You color your hair. And I'm like, yeah. And he instantly got me some triminocycline, Tria or Tri, Triamin, Mino. What did I say? Triminocycline. Now I can't remember. Washed out. What did I say about blonde hair and older women? Now I can't remember. What did I say? Oh, God. Did I say dried out? I can't remember what words I said, but I can remember details in the 60s, 70s, 80s. I always worried about hair dye being bad for me. I know, but it's like, or you could find some henna, healthy henna. That's what my friend Teresa does. She has long, reddish hair, but leave it in. Leave it in. I leave my color in 45 minutes because I don't want to do all that work. Put the Vaseline here and here and here and here, and you know what I mean, and get the claws so that when it's out here, I got white and here. Do you know what I mean? And as it gets longer, I got to clip it and then timer it. And it's just, men have no idea what women go through. So let me find, I just think you should go for it. But then again, you're going to be obsessed over 50-fold by Lionel. Because do you know what he said? I don't know if you caught this. I did. It was about 4 videos back, around there. And he said, if I wasn't gay, I would have asked her hand in marriage. He did. Hand in marriage. I heard it. I didn't tell you about it because I figured you heard it because you watch his lives and see what's going on, right? I know, but just, buy a little spray when the roots come in and do it every 2 months. It's fun. You wear hats a lot. There you go. You don't even have to put spray in. Just put your hat on when you go live. Bathroom walls, coloring my hair in California. Yeah, and that stuff stains. So you've got to lay some towels on the counter. I learned, and I have one down by my feet. Tulip's hilarious. She'll run in and lay. My kittens are 2.5 years old and bunch up with her arms and kick, 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 kick. It's really cute. So, oh, you did hear that? Yeah. Took my shirt out. Well, it wasn't even just proposed, right? He said I would have asked her hand in marriage, and all it was all lady mods, all women in his chat that day, and I was like, wow, he's in love with you, but he's gay, and he says that on his live. So I'm not, So no wonder you're going through it with him. And this is the thing. I'm going to say it again, folks. I know they have like a love-hate relationship. And I know all this. But he absolutely, and I didn't know the word for it, Rose told me, love bombed her to really get her back into trusting him again. And when I heard, and you did, and when I heard boxes of Auburn that I never used Well, there you can use them. I'm sure you can use them. We have this romantic side that confuses him so much he turns into a monster and attacks me. And you're right, he does like it when women attack him and get mad. Like, I thought he was going to drag me. I did. And AI after AI running through the grass and then the mountains and through caves and trudging through the water and not just on the grass with you, that grok video. And it's really kind of funny. I actually kind of like them, but not the ones like where you're distressed and having a nightmare and waking up like you're calling for me. It's not, to me, it's not even like you're having a nightmare about me. And I don't think it's meant that way. It's like you're calling out to me for help. And it's so amazingly done, really, these grok videos. I mean, you sit up, it looks like your face, and you're like, God. And did you see his video where he put the whole thing together? Even the one where my nose is like, what? His nose is touching almost, it looks like I'm about to kiss Martin, or I just couldn't believe it. I was just like, and he's a torturer. What? Max Smith? Oh, at Max Smith. He's a torturer. Oh, you're talking to Max Smith. Narcissists love hate and hate love. Sam Veltman says, yes. Radical Rose. Oh, geez. LMAO. Yeah, Max Smith. It's real and it goes deep. Oh, in emails, he love bombs me, then publicly bashes me. Wheels thinks she bashes me enough, he will fall for her. No, you got to treat him. You got to get angry. I mean, God knows I did. I freaking lost it. I'll admit it. I mean, I was so upset. I didn't even think about my health. And when I was feeling some tightness in the middle of yelling, the whole thing I think was 22 minutes. That's when I started crying a little bit and realized that I'm hurting myself. And then Sierra has to minimize that and make up her own narrative saying, why would she go so hard for Team Rose? You know why she doesn't understand? I'm just going to say this. She doesn't have loyalty to people, except maybe Sassy, okay? Telling me that Wheels is in love with Lionel and thinks she's going to get rid of every one of his chats, so she's left. Oh. He came right out and said in his chat, someone must have told him that, because he said, Wheels, it will never be with you and me, or something like that. And she wasn't even bringing him up in that way. He just said it. I found that interesting. And in fact, it could have been the same one where he said he would take your hand in marriage. Picks a fight with me to piss me off, then loves my angry emails. When I walk away, he says, that's very... I wish these comments would stay up. That's why I love you. Yes. He's like, you stupid cunt, Rose. But I love you, darling. Or I love you. It's just... But he's been quite nice to me. Like, it's really funny. He thinks that I, because I'm in Washington State and 2 hours from Seattle, I could be like, talk like a news reporter. He thinks that I sound smart when I talk, which is nice. I'll take that as a compliment because, both of my parents were English teachers. They must have taught me something. Let me know when I can block him, Tina. Who? Who now? Who's harassing you? Oh, there's Martin Rowe. It says MK Ultra after. Rose, don't block MK Ultra. Just play back. We're feeling all romantic. See, look at it. That's not Martin Rowe. He has MK Ultra after. I really think that's MK Ultra. He's letting you know he's MK Ultra. He will draw you in, then insult you. Yeah. I mean, I'm again shocked that he just made a grok of me and he hasn't like bashed my dancing and dashed my butt. I mean, what am I saying? Dashed. Everything is here picking fights with me as usual. Go make some tea, Martin. Well, you don't see Martin? No, I do. But it says MK Ultra after. Do you think it could be MK? I mean, do you think it could be, yeah, MK from Canada? MK, you hoser. Is that you? Rose, please wash your hair. It looks greasy. It's the same Martin Rowe. Okay, it's not MK, right? A. Yeah, block. Go ahead. Yeah. Okay, block. Yeah. This isn't a hate channel, unlike other people's. That's a troll. Yeah, he's too smart to bash you. He's too smart to bash you. Well, you know, he sees that I stick up for myself. I have noticed this, that he was going to say the word whore about you, Rose, and he said W, and then he goes, that might get me in trouble. So something I said in that craziness I did, he recalled, because I said, don't ever call her a whore again, whatever. He's saying MK Ultra because I said he was that. No, yeah, just, yeah. I mean, and then Cat in the Hat in Messenger, I was telling you that I really think it's Sippy. Did you see that? I'll tell you why. Didn't you say Sippy talker, stalker, like you call her, was in with like detective work or cops or something in her town? Didn't you say that? He knows when everyone makes up, he will regret bashing people. Okay, so I found it interesting without hesitation that Cat in the Hat said, you're very close. She was in Sierra's chat and she was like, Sierra, you can ask me any questions. Okay, are you a man or a woman? And she goes, woman. It's all a game to Lionel. Yeah, I mean, but then again, if he hadn't massively love bombed you to the point where you were back on his panel for the first time, feeling safe and laughing and cajoling and just enjoying each other's company the way I saw, and then on the fourth day, boom. It wasn't even just the Mary Jane Doe thing, Rose. It was him showing through her that he is going to pick all his lady mods compared to you. So when you said it was like getting run over by a car over and over again by each mod in there, and the way he talked down to you, that's why I said, don't treat her like she's a 7-year-old on the playground and she's not welcome. Like, I just couldn't even believe it. And that's why I said he was either trashed, drunk, or really sober and just doesn't care. But you're going to do what you want. You're going to process how you want. If I were you, I'd do what you're doing. Maybe you need to stay friends. But going over there, knowing you'll be attacked by at least one person in chat, and then eventually him, so he can keep his mods, right? I just wouldn't go over there. I would be done with it. Just don't go over there. That's what I would do. It's called splitting. Yeah, splitting. and then mob mentality, because I did a program on it. All right, enough yapping. The fact that he did that blew my mind, except he's been like this for years. Yeah. I mean, why can't he have empathy for you when he distinctly knows what you went through in California? Because he said on his past live, I never thought he would block me. Yeah, that was so weird. Oh, and in fact, go take a look at what did he say? Go take care of yourself. Go work on yourself. And in fact, you're blocked. I was just like, and I could hear the hurt in your voice, right? When you were chatting before, trying to defend yourself, and then he blocks you. And I didn't do that in here with my daughter on the other side of the wall. I went out to the living room because I knew I was going to lose it. That's why I prefaced my live. I am so pissed. I was livid. He doesn't defend me. It is real. That's what hurts. Well, and you know what? When he was love bombing you, he did defend you. Remember when you were up on his panel? Remember? And Wheel said something right when she came in. She went after your ass. And you stuck up for yourself. Remember this? This was like a week ago, whatever it was. And you said, see, why can't you tell Wheels to stop with me or something? And he did. Remember that? And then she backed off a little bit, and now she's in there hook, line, and sinker. I look at the comments that she makes. Oh, Rose is this, and Rose is that. She's a cackle twat, or a crackwad, or twiddle twat, or twaddle tits, or I don't know what the heck. Something like that. But yeah, so I'll go ahead and put some tape on your name. But I know which one I want to play. And this is the other thing we have in common. Okay, this quick one of you with your feathered red hair. We both looked a lot alike. And then you cut your hair. And I've cut mine pretty short. So I added that to the darn list. We both have had short hair. Okay, this one I showed the other day. This one he showed, and this is the one I'm going to show. So we have something a little different to look at. This is 8 minutes and 32 minutes.
Club. I don't know about the NBA.
So I'm going to rewind this and put the tape over the... All right. Honey, can you close your door? Because all of your talking, you don't want it to be on the live. Thank you. He has like one earbud and sometimes two in his ears. And his voice is loud and deep and all this. All right, so I'm going to, shit. Damn it. Okay, let me put this tape on here. Oh, God, tremors are just... Wow, 2 ransom notes claimed that Nancy Guthrie died. CNN. Why it was kept secret. I thought it was only 1. Oh, okay, so for all the creators out there that bashed her for not sending money, I would have sent more than 6 million. She's rich. Blah, 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 blah. She did what she felt was right. Oh, God. All right.
So, guys, I think what I'm going to do is make this video to introduce you to my new channel and invite you over to my new channel. And,
damn it.
Just make that a little more official just in case I just make 2 new channels and don't go on my own. Because the problem is that if you open your old emails, And I know that my hackers, there's more than just one person, there's like at least 3 of them, that have gotten into my Gmail account that is associated with my current channel. And I tested it to see if anybody was in there, and I found out that there was, because I posted 9 videos that I didn't look at, and to see if somebody else would look at them, and somebody else did look at them, and that's how I knew somebody else was in my. So that's why I feel like I have to start with a whole new email account and a whole new channel, and that's why I feel like I can't open any more emails from people, and why I like to have the correspondence. I can't have that now because you're too prone to people sending you viruses in your email, and keystroke viruses and all these viruses you can get now. And, it's really worrisome. So I have to be way more careful with my stuff. And last time I tried to retrieve some stuff, I sent my computer, my laptop, and my phone to file retrieval, who took $3,000 of mine and didn't give me anything I wanted. And I'm pissed at file retrieval. And I'm talking about file retrieval because they screwed me over. And I am fighting them. So don't ever give your stuff to file retrieval. They are fake. They're a fake company. They literally actually deleted. They tampered with evidence. These guys are really bad. Please do not. I'm going to make a whole video on file retrieval. But anyways, in the meantime, I wanted to just say, come to my new channel. Where do I go here? I don't know. I like to make things at home. I feel like I'm showing my whole house. You're not supposed to do that, but a lot of people do. A lot of people they make their videos at home. I just had the best, most delicious cookies that came from Whole Foods. I think what's going to happen is I do want to talk about stuff. Like I want to talk about dermal still, and I want to talk about this other stuff that I got that I
wow, really, Rose?
found out that I liked.
If you color your hair darker, you'll have to
This
put a little
thing
in your eyebrows too, just a little.
Awesome, and you must have one. And
Gosh,
so is sorry. Oh God, I have to shave this thing.
you can be
This is
happy
good.
like
And I
this
don't use it anywhere
again.
near enough, and that's why my face looks bad.
Your face doesn't look bad at all.
But this is good if you can make yourself do it. It's so funny. This woman comes up to me. I'm at the store, and I think it was at Kohl's or something, and I was in their skincare section, and and this cute little Asian woman
A
comes
little
up to me
brown.
and chat, trying to be a sales girl, and she was a little bit older, and she looked at my neck.
What the heck, Mimi?
She goes, "Your face is good,
Oh my
but your
God.
neck." And she started massaging my neck because my neck is falling,
What?
and it is falling off.
Not Rose.
And she was just sitting there. And I
Lionel
let her. I
didn't
was
play this
doing this whole
one.
neck thing because the neck, it really gives you away.
Lionel didn't
Wow, my
play
house is
this
a mess.
one.
So,
Oh my
I
God.
really want.
Wellesley Mass.
I have the reptilian neck. Help! It's because the reptilians shut down my pineal gland.
Oh, I remember that. You have the
I
most
hate the reptilian
perfect
neck,
teeth.
you know?
Look
Ugh,
how
that's
perfect
the
your
thing.
teeth
It's
are,
already-
Rose.
It's so these electronic
Oh my
devices do
God.
help. Anyway, so come to my new channel. This you know what I'm gonna do is I want to post links to my new stuff on my old channel, my current channel. I guess I'll do that. I'll figure out how to do that. I'm just kind of worried that my hackers will get into my account and shut it down, and so I can't use it anymore. Because that's happened several times where all of a sudden I can't access my YouTube channel. Maybe that's just normal, but
And all this is fake,
I
right?
always worry, and
Right,
I worry about
trolls?
losing access to my channel if that
Fucking
happens. I mean, what do I do? And YouTube can basically they can shut your channel down if they want to. They've done that to me before because my hackers and my stalkers are always trying to ruin everything for me, complaining and whining about what I do, hack me, stalk me, watch every move I make, and then whining about it and complain about it, and write emails about it. Oh my God, I hate those people. Please make them go away. Am I supposed to love my enemies? If that's what we're supposed to be doing on this planet, figuring out how to love your enemy,
I can't
that's a
do
pretty
it.
tall order.
I cannot
You know who
do
can do
it.
that is my son. I'm working on that. I don't know why I should love my enemies, but that's when you don't love your enemies or find a way. That's when the world blows up. Many, many, many worlds have blown up, you know. So, so look for the $48 million, 48 million strong chocolate dance club. I don't know about the NBA club. I feel like I can never do that again because they ruined it. But after my daughter graduates from high school, I can probably do it. You know, I don't get it is because that which harasses me about my club has a freaking porn addiction. So it was really the women, though. You know, it's the women who are against each other. It's the second wives and the new wives and the stepmothers and their posse of evildoers that ruin things. That it's more the women behind the projects than even the men that really make the world. You know, we think it's the men and their violence and their stupidity sometimes, but
I
and
agree.
their hormones controlling their brains and all that stuff. But really, it's the women who don't know how to team up with each other. They go against each other, and I think that's the biggest reason why the world's horrible. So, how to bond with women who have screwed with you? How to at least stop hating them and wanting to destroy them? How to stop picturing really horrible things happening to them all the time? That's a good question.
Yeah. I noticed you're not saying names.
Because the women that have really screwed with my children, in my mind, they go through a lot of stuff that you wouldn't want to go through.
Jesus.
One day, I'm going to make a video about it. But I think I've chosen to not do the violent reaction, and that's why I'm living in a safe new earth, or I died and went to heaven. I'm not sure, but I know I'm still alive on the planet because my body hurts all the time. So I'm not being clear yet, but I do feel like at least away from.
Women are so competitive.
Anyways, guys, sorry I'm getting distracted. There's just like several different things going on that sometimes just come in. Look at my weird hair. I gotta wash it. Ooh, I gotta go. Okay, I love you guys. Come to my new channel because I would love to have you. Rose Red 48 or something, and I'll try to post a link unless my hackers screw with me. And also the 48 million strong chocolate dance club, where we have to really join the club and let's make it fun and positive and something to look forward to every day.
Yes, your kids came out.
So, all right. Well, thanks for watching. And,
fantastic.
Talk to you soon, guys. Love you. Big kiss. Mwah.
That's a really pretty color lipstick, I think. Okay, wait, what am I doing? I'm looking the wrong.
Too many blankets.
Okay,
genuinely
just a second.
too many. And rather than pay to ship them back to our
If I
supplier,
miss any of your comments, Rose, I'll.
here's the situation.
Wait,
We
what's
make
going on? What? What? The boat driver? He didn't even get manslaughter. This guy. He got not guilty. What? This guy. See down below? Of this? Wait, you can't even see it because the camera. Oh, really? See? That's on my list too of things. We both quit drinking. We both quit smoking cigarettes because I smoked cigarettes when I drank. You guys, the boat driver that knew the family and everything of the girl, that he hit a marker in Florida. It was supposed to be a joyous day. And it didn't really sound like he was drunk because even the witnesses said, you know, he didn't sound or smell like he was drunk or anything. And they had gone on many of these boat trips. And just now it came up in my feed, he got not guilty. Anyway, one girl died and two were seriously injured. And this 17-year-old, who we knew since she was young, and the teens were underage and they were drinking, whatever. But but she bounced out of the boat and ended up under the boat. And they showed her autopsy picture of her face, and she's all swollen right here, and her eyes are closed, and she had apparently her face and her chest hit the boat because not the coroner, is it the coroner? The coroner. I think it's the coroner. Anyway, the one that checks the bodies out after they're passed away. The injuries she had. Oh my God. But she died from drowning. So through all that pain and being hit, she was alive and sucked in the water under the boat. Unreal. And he got not guilty. Verdict: boat crash trial of George Pino. Florida versus George Pino. You guys, I thought he was going to get at least manslaughter. Manslaughter. And what is that? 40 years and be out in 20, or get 20 years and be out in 10, something. 5 years, something. Because he was going 48 miles an hour, but the witnesses were asked, did it seem excessive speed, blah, blah, blah. And all of them said no, and I guess that's a safe rate of speed. I don't know, 50 miles an hour zipping across the water. So anyway, he ended up hitting this marker out, like marker 14 or 15. She had just said goodbye to her parents, and there was a picture taken of her in the water before she got on the boat by the dad. And she said, can I give you a hug, Tim? And he said yes. And then within like 2 minutes, because he was on another boat heading to watch like a football game or something, there's this boat accident. And she dies. And, and she had texted him or called him and said, I miss you and Mom or whatever. Can you come down here to this gathering? And he dropped what he was doing and he came down there because that's what his daughter, 17 years old, wanted. And then she dies. Like, it's sad. I wasn't even going to watch it, but it kept coming up. I dream about this stuff. I'm on this damn Metropol, and when I looked in the side effects, it says can cause. I don't even think it said may cause. I think it said can cause excessive dreams, and we're talking 5 a night or something. Now, last night I don't remember having any, but for these past weeks, I'm having dream after dream after dream after dream, and they're not all positive. One, I'm searching for my mother, and another one, I found her, but she was really sickly, and another one, I was drinking at a party. I'll have 15-year sobriety, Rose, on September 21st of this year, and I'm still having drinking dreams. And they're so vivid and so real, and I'm talking, and I'm drinking a beer, I'm catching a buzz. I don't know why. I don't miss it. I don't want it, but it's weird. And when I wake up from these dreams, I got to tell you, I feel like I lost my sober date or something, right? Then I realize, okay, it was a dream. Everything's good. It's just so freaking weird. So let me show another one. Wow, I'm going to have to look at that verdict myself. Okay, now I'm going to show the one, and Lionel doesn't really like it when you cry, but put this in your mind, Lionel, when you want to say something negative about her, 10, 12 years later from these videos that you very well could be adding little tidbits of more salt to her wounds. Like, for real. I'm not trying to be all,
Hey, guys.
dang it, not that one. all melodramatic, but okay, where is it? I saw this one where you were just sobbing. And I'm going to play it because after what he said, and he's actually showing videos just like me, I think it's important. Okay, where on earth is it? I'll find it. Here it is. Okay, is it this one? Or down here? Oh, here it is. It's called For My Internet Family and Club Chat. And it's 19 minutes. PCT, look at something, 3 dots said. On YouTube Live, the dang comments come up, and in 2 seconds, they fade out and are gone. So when I'm reading them in a row, because this isn't StreamYard, I gotta hold my finger down, and it's behind this photo album, so I can prop my little stand up, which, thank you again, Maggie, from the UK, for sending this to me. I didn't ask her for these things. She's just like, I'm going to send you something I think you could use. The same with the little table right there. Because you guys, I don't have any money, especially back then. And my trust fund is gone. You want to partially know why? I was nice enough to split it in 3s. Give part to my daughter, part to my son, and part to myself. I could have kept the whole damn thing and bought a small house. Or maybe not a house, a trailer. Right? For my future. I didn't. So, you know.
Hey guys. Okay, I'll admit I've been crying. You know, it's really weird because I've had some bad situations happening for me lately, besides the lawsuit, and I guess I'll tell you about them. And when I come home and read some nice messages from you guys, it's like you just help me get through, and it's really funny because I don't really know any of you.
As genuine as you can be.
But except for just what you've written to me. And yet, oddly, I feel closer to a lot of you guys than my own family.
Yep.
And truthfully, I'm having trouble with my family right now. One of my sisters is giving me a lot of crap about my club. Whereas my other sister, I think, wants to start her own club.
I'm going to go get my water.
And my brothers they're being really, really unfair. They're very sexist. I come from a really sexist family, and which is, you know, pretty common, I guess, but I'd really like to change that. And the deal is that I had inherited these shares as part of my father's business. My dad passed away in 2001. And the shares are earning money, but my brother doesn't want to give out the money to any of us. He controls the whole thing. So he's helping my sisters, but he's not helping me. Well, he bought them out, I guess, but he withdrew his offer from me, and I don't know why. And so what's happening is he wants me to pay taxes on the income, and I don't have the money, but I didn't get the income. And he's taking the income, and he's using it. And he says he's going to use it, and he's not going to help me pay the taxes. And then he says to my sisters that he did say he'd help me pay the taxes, but he didn't say that. In fact, he just withdrew the offer to buy my shares. So I have to get a lawyer. And my accountant really thinks that both of my brothers are being unfair, that especially one of them. And I have to figure out how to pay for this. So I'm not sure what to do, but and plus I'm out here in a way more expensive place, but I came out here because I needed to get away from where I was.
Yep.
And
Cali's expensive.
Better to be around people who make money.
So is
even though the rents are
Washington
really high,
State.
because then I would be able to, be surrounded by that energy and try to make some money for
Southerners
myself.
have it easier to
And
rent.
my kids, I've got 2 kids in college,
We
so
do.
my mother just wrote some really mean emails, and the whole family dynamic is really, really, really unfair. I don't know what to do about it. It's except for getting a lawyer. The problem with getting a lawyer is that they take all your money.
Yeah, they do.
That's the problem. And I don't know what else to do. So, and then one of you guys who's been a real good club support just told me that he and his girlfriend broke up, and that he was having a hard time with it. And I understand where you're coming from, because I have been through that, and it's hard.
Yeah.
I know how hard it is to go through a breakup. It's very painful. And it took me a long time to get over my second husband. I mean, oh God, I felt like I was never going to get over that. Sorry, I look like crap. But it's just so funny because sometimes, it's the club guys who, maybe some of you were just watching me for my MBA, but a lot of you really, I think, care about me. And my cause, my purpose, which is to, change the thinking about nudity as if it's something bad, and expand our horizons, and
Damn it.
share my magical crystal.
Liquid
And,
ID.
just try to be a positive force. And it can be really hard on this planet, because this planet has so much negative energy. And somebody got hired by my family to get an accountant, and they picked the one accountant that we can't have. And I wanted a fair accountant, and an accountant that was, that was good and not too expensive, and that was going to monitor our business quarterly. And I had to fight for it. Nobody wanted an accountant. You have to have an accountant when you do business. That's just the way it is. I need to hire an accountant because I hate accounting. I hate dealing with paperwork and stuff, but it has to be done. You need to have an accountant. They say the accountants, the lawyers rule the world because they make all the rules. It's just really upset, because I feel like the last series of emails where one brother gets to write all this mean crap to me, and nobody says anything to him, but if I try to get us to have a good accountant, all I get is shit on by all of them. I just can't take it anymore. I can't take it. Unfairness, and I can't afford it. And also, we lost a lot of money one year, and that affected my ability to get a loan to survive out here, which I was counting on. And so I'm really, I'm really like, okay, I got to make this club happen, because at least there was money coming in. I mean, the point of the club was for to hold the money, to have the $48 million. This was what I wanted to achieve, and then with that $48 million in a held account, you can borrow against that, and you can set up businesses. I wanted to set up new businesses that provided good paying jobs in this country, and I wanted to offer loans to maybe women in business, or good business ideas at a low interest rate. And I wanted to do something fair, something where people aren't stealing, something where there's insider trading, and people making millions of dollars off of other people illegally. I wanted to do something, a club that was that was like open book, like we all got to know what was happening with the money. I just wanted to see if we could make a new model for business in this country, in this world, that wasn't just run by greedy men. I mean, women can get bitchy. Let's face it. But when a woman gets upset, there's more likely to be like a cat fight, or if they want to compete or have a war, women are more likely to have like a dance contest, or a cupcake contest, or a cooking contest. Don't mean to be crying, being a downer or anything, guys, but I just felt like, weirdly, like I had to like tell you how I really felt, because truthfully, I sometimes feel closer to you guys than I do to my own family.
I hope you're okay seeing this, Rose.
Maybe we're the family.
I don't want to trigger you or something, let me
Maybe
know
we're a family in this club.
in chat. Or maybe
The
this is
NBA club.
therapeutic for you. I don't know.
So I'm like nervous to send out this one video. I'd like to send this video out to you guys. Where I'm dancing this blue top, and I just sent it to a few people that I really trust. I just don't want it to be shared, right now. I don't mind sending it to you guys who joined the club because I want to give you guys something that I had that was, I just don't know where to put it. I have to get a website. I just need to know you guys. I can trust you. I mean, when I saw people screenshotting stuff, I just didn't like that,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to have more control over what goes out and stuff. I mean, I don't mind if it's shared, if it builds the club in a way. I just don't know what to do about anything. I just think I need to really cry. I'm sorry for you guys who are going through breakups. I understand how hard that is. It's really hard. And you know what I did? I just cried a lot. There's nothing else you can do. You just have to cry and cry and cry and cry and cry that you get it out. You know? Cry, scream, just move your emotions. Just move them. Honor them. Accept them. Don't fight it, because if you fight it, it gets worse. So you just have to let yourself fall. Really just cry.
Yeah, it is
Sometimes
hard.
you have to cry.
When I had to testify against Chuck for him to go to prison, I cried like this.
We have to cry sometimes, guys.
When Joe tried to
NBA.
take my son from me, I cried like this.
So upset, Excuse me.
Well,
crybaby. I'm not normally a crybaby at all.
Why do men have to say us women
I'm more likely to get mad.
must be drunk or drinking when we're crying? I'm so fucking sick of that.
It's painful.
God.
It's painful for me. I'm going to go broke hiring a lawyer, but I don't know what else to do. If I had my $48 million club, I'd have enough money to pay a lawyer and make these guys be fair. Because it's not right what they're doing. It's wrong. And my accountant just said that they're really trying to screw the sisters over. And my sisters just went for it. They went for his thing, but it wasn't a good deal.
Yeah.
I mean, I worked really hard to get the terms to be better for my sisters and I, and they gave me so much crap, but I knew that in the long run they'd appreciate it, and now they're just getting all this money, and I'm not getting anything. I don't like to do business with the people
Oh,
who
God.
break trust.
Yeah.
It's hard to find people that you trust. It's really hard in this planet. It's very difficult. It's as if everyone shows their is, or it's like we all come down here and our worst sides get exposed. We live out the worst of ourselves, our worst behavior. It's sad.
Yeah.
This is hard to overcome stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone is attacking me like I'm so bad because I wanted an accountant. You have to have an accountant. He hires the worst accountant. And also he broke our secret agreement. We had a pact and he broke it.
I think Sippy Talker is Cat in the Hat.
Oh, and then they invited me to my nephew's wedding.
Oh my God, Jen and Heather. Yeah.
When he was born, I was there. I was the Aunt Debbie, and he just adored me. We adored each other. We were like
That's
this.
gorgeous.
I was so important to him, and he was so important to me. I just love that kid and his brother. And for them to invite me to his wedding, and he didn't ask him. They just did it on their own. I don't think he agreed with it. I don't know.
Who's Terry
Joyce?
Joyce?
Phone tag, but
People
it's
are
so sad, and the whole family's broken up right now. I don't really know what to do about it. I just don't want to be treated unfairly. I just have this thing about fairness. I just can't sell my soul for money.
Yes.
For unfairness. I want money.
Mobsters.
But I want it fair. And I want to run a business that's fair. And I want to run a club that's fair. And I want to have the $48 million MBA club and the $48 million chocolate
Uglies.
dance club. And I told my idea to my daughter. She liked it. She told it to her friend, and her friend loved my idea, which was, to collect the $48 million and then use it in
You still have that crystal?
constructive, positive, fair way.
Because you feel it
For
protected
a lot
you
of
and
people
stuff?
to benefit.
Oh, God.
And you guys, if you want to be a part of it, it's $48.48. And you guys that gave $1 because I said the club was worth $1 or to join. You are a lifetime member of the club, but I have to sell these different albums for more than that because I'll never make the money. How about this? If you gave $1, you're part of the club. Okay, if that's all you want to ever give, you're still in the club. You get those 20 videos that I made. But when I reach 48 million, I'll let you have the rest of the videos. How about that? Okay? Because I have to have a motivation to get the money coming in, because otherwise I'll get these dollars and only half of the money goes to PayPal.
Oh, my God.
And I'd love to have
Lionel did a video showing her.
PO box again. And maybe I'll use my old PO box if I can get it back, because I closed that down.
Saying.
And I was afraid to give out any kind of address that was close by, so they could forward me my mail. And I do love getting mail. I like opening the mail and reading the letters from you guys. Sometimes I swear you guys are the only ones that make me feel any good in a day,
Implying that you instigate and make up
the beautiful sunshine
trolling
area that
people.
I'm in now. I don't know. I guess I'm just rambling to you guys, because I came home from a pretty stressed out day, and some really just awful things happening with my siblings, and I read some of your supportive emails, and it just meant the world to me, actually, and it made me feel like this is my home is through this screen. My family's through this screen with you guys. These guys I don't even know, but who have found me somehow, connected through the internet, and we're somehow friends, So anyways, and if we have that money, we can help each other out. I just want to do it. I want to do it right. I want to do it fair. What's wrong with having a woman in charge of somebody for a change? Besides Martha Stewart, who gets thrown in jail for doing exactly what guys do. It's so unfair. The unfairness. It's intolerable. I don't know. I have this thing. I want fairness.
I'm reading your messages and
to behave in a fair way. At least I want my part of this world
just
to
not replying to everything while you're talking.
It's like a sick game of greed.
Yeah.
This place is supposed to be like the greed game.
The greed game.
I mean, I don't want it to be like that. I just think we can do better. I think we can do better. Don't you? For $48, I mean, to be a part of a better cause, it's worth it. I mean, if we had the $48 million, we could go and join other people up for free for $1.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys that got upset about the increase in things, I had to do that. I mean,
yeah, bro.
It costs money and time to run this thing, and I want to run it. And I need to make some money, and I have to pay my bills, and I really want to just pay my bills in a different way with my chocolate biz, so that the club can just collect the funds.
How long did you have your chocolate
biz? I
biz
should have enough
business
to
for?
put toward the club, and then something for me to go through the work of setting up the bids and sending them to you guys, and the passwords, all that stuff takes time. Oh wow! So anyway, guys,
yeah,
I guess
trying.
my message is just everything I just said, and thank you for your support, and if your heart is sad and you need to cry, you should just cry.
If you go back to his channel, he's gonna know he can treat you badly.
Don't cry,
and vilely, and get away with it, Rose. Remember that.
Or you want to put your head on my magical boobs through the internet. Boobs are nice for laying your, holding your, putting your head on. I could use a nice boob to put my head on right now, truthfully. I wish I had somebody with a nice squishy.
I could use a nice cold beer.
My daughter has nice, she moves. I can put my head on her nice boobs. She's a loving, compassionate person. So, anyway, guys, I guess it's a night for crying because sometimes that has to happen. But I love you guys. I really appreciate you being there for me, waiting for me to come back, and you know.
I think
And,
Sippy's Cat in the
I think we
Hat.
should do this club.
Oh,
You know,
8-9 years.
we all have to contribute $48.48 at least, or like $84.48, or $148.84, and you get different things because you have to have things you get back for all the money you contribute.
That's
I
true,
think that's fair. I
Radical
think that's
Rose.
right. So anyways, again,
Yes.
I love you and thank you. Really, I really feel grateful to you, and I wish that my brothers would.
Yeah.
I wish I could have the same effect on them.
If nothing changes, nothing
I don't seem to
changes.
be able to. So if I can't have their friendship and respect, then I have to go for the
Yeah.
money.
Oh, you
Because I
do?
have to survive, and I have kids to support, and now I'm gonna have lawyer bills to pay.
Oh, God. How many thousands did you spend trying to keep your daughter again? You wrote it. You typed it, I mean.
Anyways, guys, that's all.
If you want to share that
To
again.
everybody. Thanks for being there for me, guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I love you.
Sally is Cat in the Hat. She
Maybe
hopped
tomorrow
in right
or
away.
later tonight.
Hi,
I'll send
ADHD.
something that's a little more sexy or something, or at least happy.
I don't know why there wasn't a notification.
Talk soon. Bye, guys.
Team Rose,
It's Mark Elias.
was that 11 years ago? Oh, for God's sake. Can we please?
This is catastrophic.
Oh, Lord. YouTube is catastrophic. Catastrophic? No, catastrophic. It's like these 5 demon spirits after me, they changed the scenario. What? You paid $200,000 to keep your daughter. So you had sole custody of her and you were able to move back to Maine with her. I mean, you're telling your life here. Sally is Cat in the Hat. Yeah, absolutely. The day you found that out was her dad in the court. Mine doesn't give out notifications either. I don't even ask. You know how everybody says, hit the notification bell or whatever and share me out. I just say hit the like if you're willing to and subscribe to me and help me try to get to 5,000. That's what I say. ADHD. All right, you're not on the toilet. You're here. So yeah, was he in the courtroom? Yo, Radical. Over the years, that's what it added up to, 200,000. So he was trying to take your wait, you had 2 daughters and a son. Why wasn't he trying to take the other one? Because she was 18, she was like an adult. I mean, you're sharing your life here. I'm not trying to. He fought me on leaving Maine to go to California, so I spent money. Then he'd already left Maine. ADHD, I'm pissed about that. What? That you're not on the toilet? What is it? All right, what? Two fathers. Now I gotta. Oh dear. Just got off the toilet, Megan, says ADHD. You're so funny. No, the older two are with another father. Two fathers. Oh my god, that's the other thing we have in common. I got two fathers. One for Shaylin and one for Parker. Okay, see my list? I'm going to read things that we have in common right here. No sound. There's sound now, though. I muted while my son was asking me something. Boy, these IV fluids, I had to add a Gatorade pack for flavor. I can't explain the strongness of 3 times the electrolytes. And now I have to add more water, but I'm not going to right now. Okay, let me write that down. Look at this cool pen. Cheshire Cat, if you hear me or see me, remember when you made me into the teacher at Romper Room and you held up the mirror and you said, "Hi, Danny. Hi, John. Well, hello, Anna. Welcome to Romper Room." I have had the weirdest darn clip channels clip me. Hi, Artsy. Hi. Okay, I'm adding another one. I was up to 30 and now I'm up to 31. And I'm proud of these, especially now that Sierra Queen Pin Clark said, "And you're not sticking up for her just because you're the same age." And what was the other one? Now I can't remember. I can't remember, but she said 2 things. Like, she knows our relationship or she knows my life. Oh, and before I forget, Sierra, it was very fitting of you to have your intro with the music that you played today on June 22nd. And some of the lyrics were, "Best part of my day is fucking ears up. Best part of my day is fucking ears up." I have to admit, I kind of liked the song though, and the band, and the sort of rap beat. It reminded me of what's that band called with that "Step on the Cockroach" song or something by, I don't know who the hell it was over on Dolly Visions that I heard years back. But yeah, in fact, use that for your intro every day. Best part of my day is fucking ears up. All right, that's out of the way. I wrote that down. Here's my list, folks. Ready, Rose? I have them in the wrong order, though. Okay, tell me, did you play a stringed instrument? I played a stringed instrument when I listened back to my live. It was not age 11 or something up. I was with my dad and my sister from 10 to 14. It was age 14 to 18. I was in the Vermont Youth Orchestra, 4th chair, and they only have 4 chairs. So out of the entire state of Vermont, I got 4th chair. Toot toot. I'm tooting my own horn. What did you just say? Did you just tell me? Oh, God. My second ex-husband says killing time. Damn it. Died 3 years ago. I miss him a lot. Occasionally I hear from my first husband, but we weren't close like my second one and me. Aw, that's sad. How exciting, Tina. Yeah, I mean, but it's like that was the first time I went to camp, and boy, we had to practice a lot. And I think we were supposed, well, yeah, we were. We were in orchestra practice, and then we're supposed to practice, and the damn thing was heavy. Violas are thick. Put a sponge with a flippin' rubber band, and this kind of deal, and this kind of deal, and I really didn't like it very much. Thank you. Yeah, I was tooting my own horn. But anyway, and my sister played cello, and I can't remember what chair she was. I don't think she was fourth. I think she was like she wasn't first. I'd remember that. She was second or third, maybe third. She was either second or third chair cello. It was my father that said, we should play a stringed instrument when we lived with him. And I never thought it would happen, you guys. Cello. I played viola. My sister played cello. Didn't you play something? I mean, I even wrote it down. Both played the viola or a stringed instrument. Am I wrong about that? I knew it. You played violin briefly, really young, then piano. Wow. And you know what? I played piano, but not very well. I was taught by my mom. And I think I got as far as, remember that song, Here We Go, Up a Row to a Birthday Party. That's my extent. Okay, so I played viola, you played violin. So viola's larger than a violin. Heck yeah. Yeah, a violin you can it's light and little. A viola is longer, thicker wood, kills your jaw. I played violin for a while. It was my first instrument in elementary school. Wow. In middle school, I played clarinet. Isn't that just so bizarre? I played clarinet. I was in the band. Our colors were dark blue and white. You were much better than me. I doubt it. Violin. They said I had a natural bowing arm, but I didn't practice enough. You're funny. Parker owes you 6 cents? You're hilarious, ADHD. Did 3 Dot leave? I think ADHD and 3 Dot Dave are the cat's meow. That's what I think. Okay. This stuff is so strong. I'm way behind. I know I'm dehydrated. I didn't even drink 2 of these yesterday of water. It has a little bit of that aftertaste, and I'm not making this up. You know when you have to have a colonoscopy done? And I did it when I was 50. And it's a little bit of a barium kind of taste. And then you add, right? You add the, what the heck is it called? Crystal Light. And you get through it. This is why I do Cologuard. I recommend Cologuard, folks. But you do have to do it every year. And it's only recommended, my doctor says, if you don't have polyps. If you ever get polyps, you got to continue. I think it's every 5 years. Where are those cats? Not in here. They want to chew the cords, push on my arm when I'm trying to do something. I actually was dancing with Tulip a little bit. She was looking up at me and standing by me. And the song was calmish. So I was just doing this, and her little head was, and I didn't want her to get a headache or brain damage, so I had to be kind of careful. Okay, back to our list. We're both sober, Rose, regardless of what people want to freaking say. Almost laser time. We're both sober. This is number 2. And no cigarettes. Because, yes, every time I drank, like clockwork, I had to have one. I had to have one. Or I had to go in that darn cigarette machine and try something. I remember I was like, oh, I've never had Parliament lights, right? I'm going to try these. And I'd smoke a pack in about a week. Because I'd have 2 or 3 while I was drinking, and maybe, the next time I was drinking, which if it was the weekend, it was Friday and that kind of thing. People that smoke, oh my God, even a whole pack of cigarettes a day or night, I don't know how they do it. Thank God I wasn't addicted like that. But anyway, so for you, Rose, we're both sober and no cigs. We both like to dance. Not everybody likes to. I've always liked to. I'm probably not going to do a colonoscopy. I'll just drink olive oil. Well, I don't recommend that, and I'll tell you why. I got it done, and believe me, I didn't want to. I thought it might hurt, it's too invasive, the preparation, the whole 9 yards. But I'm here to say, anyone that's listening or watching or in the future, my friend Teresa that I've known since, you should radical. ADHD is telling you should get a colonoscopy. No, this is what happened. My friend Teresa's friend waited till she was 53 or 54 and died from colon cancer, cancerous polyps. And when she told me that and was semi-harping on me about it, I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to read the directions. I didn't want to drink this stuff. And when I did it, you couldn't add Crystal Light and everything. It was drinking barium, I didn't think my son would be able to do it because they were trying to figure out what's going on with him. And he did it. I sat there with him at the table and I said a straw will make it easier. And he did it. And I was proud of him. Thank God he didn't have any polyps. So, I could have gone ahead at 60 and gotten another one, but my mom told me about Cologuard. And I've seen, the advertisement with the little blue box man thing, blue box spaceman walking down steps and talking, right? You've seen him. Never thought in a million years I would do that, So, and it, you gotta put a plastic in the toilet, and poop on the plastic, and before it sinks into the toilet water, you gotta, there's another layer under it so that doesn't happen, I think, and then you gotta take your Q-tip, take some stool off that, and then you gotta shake this thing and put it in that and put the lid on. I had a couple of polyps removed and they came out non-cancerous as ADHD. Good for you. I went to the doctor since last July. My brother, I really don't want to know if something's wrong. I didn't help my 2 sisters. I lost to find out. What? Wait. I tried to read it before it faded out. I went to the doctor since when I broke my wrist. I really don't want to know if something's wrong. It didn't help my 2 sisters. I lost to find out. You know what? Even though I've had a stroke, even though I had that heart-induced heart attack, and both of them can cause memory loss because it was in the thalamus, which is memory. I feel like, I hope I don't start crying. I know I have some kind of dementia, and even my doctor's concerned and wants me to go to the neurologist. And is it a little bit of a relief when other people in their 50s, like even Dolly Vision and Lionel totally forget their word or what they're talking about or whatever, it's kind of a relief because then I'm like, gee, maybe this is normal, but it just doesn't feel right. Like even last night when I was doing my video, I'm talking about, the wrench thing and why is it such a big deal for people to have wrenches. And then when you take them, they're like literally upset. Even if you explain you don't want anyone to have one or why someone has one, like Rose. And I'm talking about it in detail like that, and completely my mind went blank. I couldn't remember what I was talking about. So there's dementia, I've read, right? And there's Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is a kind of dementia. I think a lot of people start getting that, but Alzheimer's, because my dad's wife, Pat, got it at 55, it was genetic. Her two sisters had it too, is literal, you guys. White plaque that forms on the brain. It's really damn scary. And killing time. I'm afraid. This is the first doctor's thing that I keep putting off and putting off. And now I'm to the point where I just don't want to go. I don't think I'm going to go. I don't want to find out. I might have the onset of Alzheimer's. Now I know. I should go and find out. But I know they're going to tell me I have some kind of dementia. But what if they tell me I have the onset? I'm going to be depressed, you guys. I'll probably shut my channel down because I'll be scared. I'll be like, if it's this bad now, and I'm not even 65, how am I going to be when I'm 70? I've canceled 2 neurology appointments. I wrote all my meds down like I was supposed to because they send you the paperwork. And then I couldn't get a ride out there. And I didn't want to sit on a damn bus for 45 minutes and 45 back with possible bad news. So I canceled, like a week before or 2 days before, or whatever it was. And I made another appointment. And when I called a whole year later, I said, I probably have to get another referral, don't I? Which I was dreading. And she said, no, it's that you actually have, I must have called like at a 10-month mark. You still have a couple of months. It's within the year. So I make another appointment. And I'm telling you guys this because, like, my intention was to do it. But then I think I had the flu or something. Like I literally had to cancel. And now I don't want to go. I don't want to make the appointment. I don't want an MRI. I don't want to find out there might. But this is the other thing. It's good to find out, right? Because supposedly I have no clue what the comments are saying. To read them, I have to get this close. Hi, Janice. Thanks for being here. Yeah, my mom did. Is it? Oh, I was gonna say Sudoku, in her 70s, and when I visited her, the age of 71, when I took the train there with my daughter, she showed me her little Sudoku numbers book. It's numbers. Well, I freaking despise math, and I suck at it. Like I'm so bad that, and this is how transparent I am. People think that I think I'm better than anyone. Guess what? I had to take in college when I was there 1 semester, basic math. I think that's 8th grade level. And I'm in college. Okay, and I don't care if this is on the internet, and I don't care if people call me stupid. I know I got A's in English, C's in history, B's in business. This is what I got in high school. And D and F's in math, geometry, forget it. What comes before geometry? What the heck is that out there that everyone has to know with the, what is it? The exponents, numbers next to the whatever. But algebra. See, I just remembered it. I forgot the word algebra. Nobody typed it in. I remembered it. Thank God. In 2 years, am I going to remember anything? Algebra. Yes, killing time. I couldn't get it, you guys. Now, this is the truth, too. I was supposed to wear glasses in high school. Did I? No. I felt ugly with them. I didn't feel as feminine. I didn't wear them. So all the lessons on the board, I couldn't see. And I didn't tell anyone. So not only could I not see and learn, I think even if I had seen, I wouldn't have been able to comprehend it. I just, And to this day, fractions. I know a half and a half is a whole, okay? But I have no clue what like 2/5 plus 1/3 is, or anything like that. Oh yeah, your sacred geometry class. I'm going to pull up that dance, your sacred geometry dance, right now. They changed how they teach math, and I was shocked by that. LOL, ha ha. Yeah. Oh, and then biology. Guess what I got? I got a B. You want to know why? It's interesting to me that I'm a YouTuber, maybe not a creator. I don't know what I am, but that I'm so open and transparent and kind of gutsy up here, because I recall in high school we could pick any biological subject we wanted to. Guess what I picked at the age of like 17 and lost my virginity at 16. So it's not like, I knew a ton of stuff. Now what's the damn name of it? Oh my God, you guys. Working with spirals and art and crochet too. What is it called? Where you learn about the body and stuff. What the hell am I trying? See? This scares me. No, not just health. It had to do with like, do you know what I mean? Estrogen and what the hell am I? Oh God, really? A new eye drop. That's really nice because my grandma ended up having glaucoma. They said my opticular nerve was bigger than it should be because I asked questions. I'm like, what? What tells you I might get that someday? Well, your grandma had it in your opticular nerve. And I said, where's that? And they said, way in the back is bigger than it should be. I'm like, great. So then I had to go to a specialist and they did all these tests and I was fine. So now every time I have to have my exam every 2 years so I can get a resupply of my contacts because I'm supposed to change my contacts out. What is it? Is it every day? Is it every week? No, it's every month. You know what I do? They last 3, maybe 4 months. And every time I see him, I tell him I'm sorry. He's like, you could get an infection. I'm like, okay, I'll really do it this time. I don't have the money. If they're soft lenses, if they're not splitting or whatever, I just keep putting them back in the thing and put fresh whatever on them. Wow. What am I? What is that called? Where you're learning sex ed and estrogen and it's in biology class. Anyway, I did a report in a paper and I had to read it in front of the class and I got an A, you guys. Now, splitting open that dead frog that was in formaldehyde for I don't know how long. You guys. Anatomy. No, it wasn't even that. Oh God. I cannot. I think it starts with the letter B. My sister used to paint with her contacts in, looked like she had sparkles in her eyes. Wow. Yeah. Wouldn't it be cool to get like some purple ones? They have different colors now. Can you imagine if I had blue or bright green eyes? They're hazel. They're brown with a little bit of green, like my mom. But anyway, oh God, what is that called? What is it called? Oh, anyway, see, that just bothers me. It's not even a big deal, but it is to me that I can't remember. Vet school is hard to get into. Yeah, you're laying down and listening. Thank you, Rose. Thanks for being here. Yeah, yeah, I mean, look at my nails. I start growing them out, and then I wear my contacts, and I'm scratching them, and then they rip, and then even if they're new, I scratched my eyeball a few times. Now I have my tremors are worse. I can't have nails. I I used to wear fake ones. I had red, I had pink, I had whatever. Um, I can't do it. I mean, I don't even really paint my toenails anymore. I did that about I did that back in the Dolly Vision days, to tell you the truth. But since then, I don't think I've painted them once. Like, why? Who's going to see my feet? I mean, no more eyeglasses. Yeah, and I have those too, but I'm too vain to wear them on here. Um, okay, so listen to this, Rose. So number one, we both played a stringed instrument. I played viola, you played violin. These are 31 things that she and I have in common from the past. And not past lives, okay, past real lives. We're both sober, no cigarettes either for either of us. We both.
Kyle's brother is going into surgery tomorrow.
For what?
He has an enlarged heart.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so he was born with a hole in his heart, right? But now it's turning into a serious problem as he's getting older. So he has to have heart surgery. I think it's tomorrow or yeah, it's crazy. And then he has to be on blood thinners and he can't lift up something 5 pounds for 6 months.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Is he that much older than Kyle?
I've met him like a few times. He's a nice guy.
I mean, I know you don't know his age really, but do you think he's like 10 years older than Kyle? He's younger than Kyle?
He is younger.
Is Kyle older than Brayton, or are they the same age? He's older,
Kyle's
right?
older than me, so he's older than me.
Okay, so,
Kyle is.
right. So you're 30, though.
Yeah, I'm 1 year older than Brayton.
Okay, Brayton's 29. So Kyle is maybe, what, 31 or something? So,
32, I think.
okay, but you say his brother is younger.
I think his brother's like 1 year younger than him or something.
Wow, poor thing. He must be really scared.
Yeah, he's hoping people have his support,
What is his name so I can say a
Daniel.
prayer? Daniel?
Yeah. What's scary is in this heart surgery, he could die. If it doesn't go well or something.
Oh,
So Kyle's a little paranoid about that, but I told him that over here we'll be saying our prayers.
yeah. And tell Kyle, like, I'm not trying to minimize his feelings. Will you please tell him this? He's not on the phone right now, right?
He had to go.
Okay. Well, if you think of it next time, you're not going to say all this, but I wish he knew that remember Monique, the pug dog I walked?
Yeah, well, I told him you had a stress-induced heart attack.
Yeah.
You were in the hospital, and so he knows that over here our family's gone through some crazy stuff too.
Yeah, and I was in the hospital just 2 days, but I don't.
You can make the pizza?
No, not yet. I'll make it in half an hour. Okay. It's 8:30. I'll make it at 9. I mean, I didn't think we were having anything else, but I'll make it at 9, okay?
Okay, what kind of pizza are you making?
Parker, you're on live. I don't want to talk about food, please. But this is what I wanted to say about Monique. I didn't think she was going to make it through her heart surgery. Remember, she called me and said, I think I'm having a heart attack. I ran over there. I called 911. She died on the way there. They shocked her back, and she had to have surgery. She was nearing her 80s, and she survived it.
Yeah.
So, but having a hole in the heart, born with that, do you know if he has blockage too or not?
I don't know. I just Braithen didn't even know about this. Me and Braithen were shocked when Kyle told us.
And it's the entire heart or half of the heart?
Half.
Okay, lots of people get cardiomyopathy. My mom had it, her mom had it, and my mom asked me after my stroke.
But Kyle told me that he said something could happen, like something bad, because he was already born with a hole in his heart.
Oh my God. Wait, he's going in tomorrow?
I think it's tomorrow.
Oh,
He said he'll keep me Braithen updated for tomorrow.
oh my God. Okay, and did Kyle ever find his wallet?
No.
Nobody turned it in?
No.
Wow. All right. Well, thanks for telling me. So it's Daniel, because there's Danielle for women and Daniel for men.
Not Danielle. It's a
Wow. No, I know. So it's Daniel.
Yeah.
Poor thing. Aw. You guys feel like putting prayer hands or anything in the chat, saying a prayer for Daniel? He was born with a hole in his heart. Apparently, one side is enlarged, which is cardiomyopathy. They're telling him he could die, or why would he think that? On the table, he's about 30 something, and tomorrow he's having heart surgery. I almost feel like crying because before, when I heard things like this that other people go through, now I can really relate to the fear of the unknown, right? When you're going to leave the hospital, are you going to make it through? Okay, back now we're on number 3. We both like to dance, and I've always liked to kind of dance, when I went out and stuff. But being sober and dancing here and kind of like in front of an audience or whatever is fun, and it can be. And I like to dance more than I knew I liked to dance. Thank you so much. Thank you, Janice, and anyone else. Oh my God. Okay. Number 5. We both like Dolly Vision. We both were watching him. Rose was watching him because of his giggle and his laughter, and she was going through depression then, and he cheered her up. This is what she told me, and this is what she stated. And I liked Dolly Vision. We both liked Ernie Shell. We liked to watch his program. We trusted in his movement. My sister's those caused her to resulted in kidney quitting, going into sepsis, and dying. Oh my God, killing time. See? I never heard of sepsis until, like, at all, with anybody, ever. Even the word sepsis. I didn't know what it meant until I would say, like, a couple of years ago. Why?
Pepperoni, Mom.
Okay. All right.
Just the pepperoni.
Please. Dolly was first YouTube channel I ever watched. Really killing time. If I miss your comments, I'll see them when I watch back the live. Let me ask right now, because I'm really curious. Is it just crackling, or is it crackling and glitching, or just glitching? Like, is it going and then it breaks apart a word or pauses, or is it just crackling? I can handle the crackling. That's not quite as bad. Or is it both? Excuse me. Or one or the other? Oh, yeah? Killing time? That was all me. Jimmy said, uh, but do you live in a, have you been living in a cave? It is somewhat better now. Wow, really? All right, let's get to our list. Okay, number 7, Rose, if you're listening, we both believed that Summer Wells was sold. Without hesitation, I believed it. Uh, Don Wells owed $65,000 to someone for all of his DRUG use. When Ernie Shell talked to him, the father, he said things like, Summer's worth was as good as gold. Why would people say that? Why did he bring up a dungeon just like that, saying she could be getting beat? That was in like the first damn week. When the news people came up and they were sitting in their chairs outside their houses. Unless you follow from the very beginning, when the horse runs down the road behind the news lady reporter thing or the cop or whatever, when I saw that horse running, it just made me think of Summer Wells, like trying to run away from something. Thank you, ADHD. And then there's more things. Do you guys realize there's words like rain, active, and ready? And there were so many pictures of her around water. Waterfalls, lakes, standing in a swimming pool that was green. That means money. At the age of 5, in a bikini. Rain meant, let's see, what is it? Shoot, I can't remember. But one meant she wasn't a VIRGIN, meaning ready. And yeah. And when I saw her and heard her little giggle when she was on the swing, I mean, you guys, this is so horrific. Yeah, I believe the family's involved too. Spell that again. Which thing? Spell what again? Spell what again? Oh, God. So, in all honesty, I'm just going to say this. When PJ and Dolly went down and met Candace and Dawn and they were all chummy with them, because I used to try to tell Jimmy, I did. She's been sold. And he said, oh, kids aren't sold. He said that. It's rampant in Tennessee. Keep a darn eye on your kids in Atlanta, Tennessee, New York. There's a hub. Yeah. All right. I can't talk about Summer Wells anymore. It's just too sad. So we both believe she was sold, Rose and I. We were both on panel on Dolly Vision. We were both on Turtle Island. We were both cyberbullied by turtles and whatnot, and pitted against, and because we were the Yankees, right, not the Southerners. That's what Rose said. She's being stalked, and she has been in the past. And guess what, folks? Grand Mammy Annie. She's full Norwegian. I know her real name and everything. She was stalking me for a while. And guess what damn state she lives in? This one. And I've told the story before. Sheriff called me and said she was accusing me of harassing her, and I wasn't even talking about her, and it was just the weirdest thing. And I haven't seen anything anywhere. I mean, she still visits people's things. I think I saw her when Ann Horn was alive. She would go over there. I think I saw her and chat over there shortly before Ann passed away. But she seems to leave me alone now. I don't know why. But it got so bad, she said she was gonna unalive herself because of me. She said she was gonna get a lawyer. She typed up a cease and desist thing. I mean, so I've been through this weird kind of stalking thing too, just like Rose. We both have had court with our ex-husbands. Not everyone goes through court like that in different ways, whether it's a restraining order. He and I didn't go to court over our divorce. He just signed. He gave me primary custody, but to share him, of course, right? Our son, about the age of 11, this started, as long as I didn't move to the Midwest or leave the state with my son. And I didn't. So, because of the divorce, and I gave him my word, and I know even today he loves his son, even though he's an alcoholic and has said not nice things. I sacrificed my time with my family, my sister, my mom, my dad, my aunts and uncles, my grandparents. Yeah. Okay. That's 12 right there. We're both single now, Rose. That's 13. We're the exact same age. We're both 63. I believe her birthday's in July. That's another one, Rose. We both have summer birthdays. Hers is in July. Pretty darn sure. I don't think it's August. And mine's June. In like 5 days. We're both Norwegian. I think Rose is full-fledged Viking, Norwegian. I'm 80%. My grandma told me that. My grandparents on my mom's side, last name was Strand, both Helen and Walter, who I talked about the other night. He was a lawyer and she was, a stay-at-home mom. She was in her 20s. He was 40 something, had 7 kids. Yeah. So but then on my dad's side, his mother, Elaine Olson, okay, married Robert, and he had a little bit of German in him, and Polish, and Scott, and Irish, and what's the other one? Now I can't remember. So I'm 80% Norwegian, my grandma told me, and I'm 20% Scott, Irish, Dutch, Polish, and German. Is that weird? But mostly Norwegian, you guys. It's just crazy. We both went to college on the East Coast. I believe she went to Boston because somebody had said that on Lionel. She told me, and I couldn't remember where. And I went to Vermont, Johnson State College. And when she told me she went for 1 semester, I about fell off my chair. I was like, what? Think about that. How many people go to college for 1 semester? Not even 2, not even 1 week. It was crazy. Same with me. I'm a Heinz 57, aren't I? I really am. My neck hurts. Ow. Oh, God. Okay. We were talking about this about 4 days ago in Messenger, and I told her that I waitressed, and she's like, I did too. So we both have waitressed, and then she said she did retail. I did too. I know a lot of people maybe did that are older in their 20s or whatever. I worked at a men's store. I also worked at a nuns diocese of Burlington, Vermont. I worked for some nuns as a secretary. I put paperwork together. I typed up things. I did things. I worked for nuns. I told my daughter that, and she was like, I told her the other day. Oh, I told her I waitressed in at a Friendlies in Waltham, Mass, and she said to me, "What? I've been there. I have a cousin in Waltham." I just about fell off my chair. Aw, I love you. ADHD. Go have a nice dinner and thank you. Don't be a stranger. You worked at Woolworth. It was one of your hundreds of jobs. I did too in Minnesota. Yeah. Do they even have Woolworths around anymore? Didn't that chain close or something? Yeah. That's where I was heading when I got picked up in St. Paul. And I'm walking in the city to get to my job. And a guy in a Volkswagen pulls over and asks me if I wanted a ride. And even though it was raining, I said, no, I'll be okay, or whatever. I think I even had an umbrella. Oh, they're gone. Okay. And he was all nicey and said, oh, don't worry or don't be afraid. I'll just give you a lift right up to where. And I got in. And guess what? Now, back then, they didn't have these automatic locked doors. But I know he scared me because he passed my job and pulled in by this house and then put his hand on my leg. And I literally said, it was like 9 a.m. or something. And I said, what are you doing? And then I got mad and I had my big voice and I was like, I trusted you. And then he started crying. I'll never forget it. Like, I didn't even think he was mentally unwell because I didn't know about that stuff then. I didn't know about bipolar. Hadn't had any children. I was only 20. And I'm sorry. And I'm like, let me out of the car. And he let me out. And yeah. And that's not counting when I stupidly got in a car with a Native American. And I'm not putting him down, but this guy, the first time I saw that kind of pock face thing, and he was like in his 40s, and I trusted him for a ride because it was broad daylight, right? Same thing. I was on my way. I was running late. I was on my way. I was selling newspapers. I was a telemarketer. Maybe you did that too, killing time. I did that in Burlington and Minnesota. And so I get in this. It was maroon. It was kind of a big car, just nothing. It was run down, whatever. And he drove past, and he started getting closer to the highway. And then I felt like I had to be nice to him and appeal to his sensitivities. It was weird. And I said, you seem like a real nice guy, but I've got to get to work, and just please let me out or whatever. And he did. He didn't want to. I mean, and that's not counting the time when I got back from Okinawa and I drank like a fish, celebrating being back, right? I was with my sister. She went home earlier. I stayed out later, and I was hitchhiking at like 1 in the morning, but I felt all safe because I'm in my little college town of Burlington, Vermont. I got in a van, red van, same damn thing. And I was 20, let's see, I married Joe at 24, so I was about 25 or close to it. And he passes the town of Winooski. Oh my God. Yeah. Killing time. I got a ride by a snowplow driver. I couldn't walk. I wasn't falling down, but I knew I'd never make it home alive. And I asked a snowplow driver in this town in my 40s if he'd give me a ride home. And he did. Yeah. But this van, remember, it's pitch black, right? It's 1 in the morning. We're not by the bar, so everything's still and quiet. There's just stars. I remember this. Boy, I snapped out of my buzz fast because he passed Winooski, which was the adjoining town to Burlington, because I was living with my mom then. And he pulled over to the side of the road and said, "Get in the back. I'm gonna fuck you." That's what he said to me. Literally. Like, I have short-term memory loss, or just sort of words, and I'll forget what I went into my room for. I can remember so many details in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and even 90s. And once again, I had to appeal to his senses and his emotional side. And he too had these pock marks, and he was in his 40s. And I remember seeing these sharpened regular pencils and a yellow, right, notepad thing that was open, not the kind with the cover. And I said, "Oh, come on." I said, "You know what? You just need a friend." I said, "Just take me home. I'll give you my number." My voice was probably quivering. I was right up front with him. The console thing or whatever was here. He was here, was looking at me, and I remember he said, "You're not going to call me. You're not going to do that." And I said, "Yes." I said, I said, "I'll write my number down right here for you." I was so damn scared, you guys. I gave him my real number. I did. I was that scared, which I know was really stupid, but I did. And I said, "You just need a friend, and you need someone, after you go out, go to breakfast with." Because that's what people were starting to do, right? The college kids would go to Denny's and whatnot. He took me home. He walked me to the door. My mom said she was on the other side of the door. You could hear him muckled right onto my face, like kissing me like crazy. And then when I got in, I was bawling. And I told her what happened. And the next day he called me. And my mom was in the kitchen, and she took the phone from me, and she said, "She does not live here." And she put the phone down, and he never called again. I've said this story before, but this is for people that haven't heard it. 4 years later, I'm working at Wesson's Diner, and he's the damn dishwasher. And I remember feeling all kind of high and mighty, right? I could put him in his place, sort of. And I told him, "You almost RAPED'd me." Like, I didn't say that. I didn't spell it. I said it. Even in front of other workers there. We were in a back room, And because we had to clear our own tables and bring the tubs into the kitchen. His face turned all red. He didn't say hardly anything, and he ended up quitting shortly after that. I think his name was Lenny. I think it was Lenny. So anyway, I've had some scary times in my life, not counting the Canadian boat where I up being the only woman, and they pulled up the anchor, and I almost got you know what. Anyway, so let's get back to this because I'm down to 10%, and I said I would do something for my son in 5 minutes. So we'll go through this. So in Waltham, I was a waitress. Rose has been there before. We both had a boyfriend exactly 16 years younger. Okay, I don't know if that was one of the fathers of Rose or one of the ones she married, but I couldn't believe it. 16. I was 41 when I met Shaylin's dad, Mike. He was 25. That's 16 years. We both have had a ABORTION. I hope she doesn't mind that I say that. I'm pretty sure she said it before on a live. I hope to God. Please don't be upset with me, Rose. Lionel blurted that out. I'm sure you heard. We're MURDERESs or whatever. I guess I am too. Am I for that? No. Am I for to just screw around with people and take the pill, right? Or the B pill or whatever it's called? No. But when you're scared and you're with an abusive partner, like Mel was in Waltham, Mass, and I'm just 30 and you know it'll never work, I did what I thought I needed to do for me. When I had children, I sat in the bathroom and I sobbed and I sobbed and I sobbed. And I got a book called 4 Seasons for people that go through that. There's pastors' wives before they met them and married them that have done that kind of thing. And we can carry that shame for the rest of our lives or forgive ourselves. So, Rose was born in New York. I don't know exactly where. And I visited New York, visited my mom on her houseboat for 2 weeks. I've been to New York. I've been to New York. New York, Rose. Okay. So that right there is 23 things. Let's get through this. 24. We don't believe in timing out or blocking. But lately, 2.5 years later, with all the craziness that she's going through, and me, mostly her, we do. But for the longest time, we were against it. We agreed that we want to read the comments and stuff. I found that was interesting. We both lived in California. She lived there. Where, I don't know. She has videos. And my mom lived in Balboa. She worked at the Red Lobster as a waitress when she was like 30. And I went down there and I stayed with her in Balboa. And her boyfriend lived in Palo Alto. And I say these details because I sure as F am not making anything up. Because if you just go, oh, I lived in California too, who's going to believe it? You know? We both have had red hair, reddish brown, or auburn, or whatever, whether it's dyed or not. I was born a redhead. I have pictures of me as a baby. I think she was born very, very blonde, the towhead, the white blonde kind of thing. We both have cut our hair short. If you look at her past videos and you look at mine and even now, I don't believe from the videos I've seen and what she's told me, she enjoys horror movies, scary things. She doesn't like it. And I abhor it. Like, I cannot stand anything like that, ever. Even when I was 16 and I saw Halloween with Jamie Curtis, I had my coat pulled over my head. I'm in the theater. My legs are up like this. I'm with my then boyfriend. I hated it. And then she used to be a Democrat, or maybe not a Democrat. She was very, very much against pew pews. She told me that. That's the political talk. Yes, Sierra Queen Pin Clark, we have talked about politics already. She goes, I completely understand where you're coming from, Megan, but she said it's different now. And I think she said, I don't trust my police. And okay, and whether she has one I don't know, and I'm not here to say. But I'm very much against. Well, not people protecting themselves. The world is crazy. But I think we need more regulation, more rules, more whatever. Just like, different ages. I mean, the fact that a 12-year-old, just because he's a hunter down south, can go out with shotguns and long rifles, I just think it's wrong. And anyway, I mean, look at all the violence. Look at all the problems. 400 in some frickin' schools have had mass shootings. If you don't believe me, I looked it up the other day. Okay, I'm ending my live. I just told my viewers I'm ending my live. Please don't knock anymore. I'm ending my live. I'm ending my live. I just told them. Because I noticed the time at 5 till, okay? Okay? Parker, okay? I want to.
Have some milk.
Yes. Okay.
Can I have some
No
milk?
more food talk. You're on live, please.
Well, can I have some milk?
I said yes.
Okay.
I've got to make the powdered milk, though. Hold on.
Live right now?
Yes. Yes.
Well, I'm looking at you on YouTube, and I'm making sure you do.
He's watching me on YouTube to make sure I say goodbye to all of you. That's really funny. The other day, when we went through all we did with my 2 different cards and pulled the wagon up, and the ice cream was melting, and the guy in the pharmacy said we could keep our 2 ice creams, which were partially melted, and go get 2 more and go home with 4. When we were leaving, he goes, "Man, I need a beer." You know what I said? I need one too, but I don't drink. Oh, Ted's missing wallet. How are you? I haven't seen you in ages. There you go. 30 things. 30 things, bitches. Not really. I'm just being, I'm being, trying to talk like other people talk, right? All right. I'm going to go. I said I would at 9 at the latest. My son's holding me to it, and that's fine. I'm going to make one little clip of this. Please hit the like. Please subscribe to me and help me get to 5,000. And the same with Team Rose and Radical Rose. And for that matter, what is his name? Damn it. At Lord Dandelion. At Lord Dandelion. Lion. That kind of dandelion. Not the flower. I don't even know how that's spelled. Dandy. That's Dandilion, right? Anyway. Yeah. So try to look at the cup half full, not half empty. Thanks for being here. Bye. I love you too, Rose. 30 things we have in common. There's probably more coming. If you think of anything, let me know. I'm adding it to my list. All right, this was a real fun live. It's only 2 hours. That's shocking. It feels like 4. All right, you guys. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Love you all. Feel free to tip me if you want for my time and my entertainment, my energy. And if you learned anything, I'll say really quickly. My Cash App is $ Paper Cut Tina. Capital P for paper and capital C, I believe, for cut, and Tina small. Just a second. And my PayPal is at Dakota Dane 0627. And Dakota's capital D and Dane. Because I'm a Midwestern Dakota girl, don't you know? All right. Love you guys. Thank you for being here. I really mean that. Damn it. And I'm monetized. I am monetized, you guys. It's $1.99 per month to be a member. And you can send me a little super chat if you want. But YouTube, oh, I better not say it.